And what is going on, you guys? And welcome to another week of the Shattered Throne, session 16, if you can believe it. We are joined today with our amazing adventurers. Adventurers, go ahead and announce who you are and your characters, and then we'll get rolling.
Hey everyone, I am Shonen, or I'm Mojo, and I play Shonen Gold, a human barbarian man.
You've,
Body it.
you've yeah,
Embrace.
embodied it, become.
The speech
It's
bumps,
hard.
everything. I look exactly like the show today. Yes,
Yeah,
nails with cherry blossoms, the whole shebang. That's what he looks like.
I can imagine
He had a
show
good night's
in
sleep.
nothing else but
Uh-huh.
space buns and pink nails now.
Yeah.
I am Fritos. I play Raven Falcor, a half-elf druid bartender.
And I am Taxstallion, and I'll be playing Tydox. He is the gnome artificer.
And I'm Captain Mert, and I'm gonna find my Rachel.
Elizabeth. doesn't,
No,
even get,
that's good.
doesn't even get her name right. That's crazy.
There.
Where's Rachel?
I love it.
I'm Jared,
Hmm.
played by Zorpheus.
I love that. Is
You reversed us.
fact.
Yep.
You reversed it. That is a
He did it
fact.
right.
And
How
then
dare.
I am Matty Ice. I get to be the amazing dungeon master of this incredible group of adventurers. So excited for tonight as we figure out what in the world happened last night. Little recap: our team had been traveling up north through the perilous snowfall that has begun to ascend as they have entered into the last quarter of the first of the seasons of this world. And so they traveled up north into the greater Andariel kingdom. They were stopped by what seems to be the last remaining male uh, guards at the very front. A little wordplay, kind of confusion, showing them the thing that they needed. They got out of having to fight those guys. I don't remember actually now that I'm thinking about it what they used to beat the guards. I don't think it was. What was it? No.
Jacques' letter.
Wasn't that the second one though, or did you guys get the letter beforehand?
We used the letter at the tower, like the guard tower, right?
At the outpost?
Yeah, the
Oh yeah, he
booth.
kept the letter, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
possibly. I thought it was the second one. So that's what I have in my notes was the second one. I
Huh?
forgot to write the first one.
Go back and watch episode 15.
Go back and watch episode 15. And you are unaware as I am. Anyways, I got past the first one because I'm pretty sure you guys found Darknall in the outpost, who was shipped there by Captain Yaqui, and he, had this lovely letter, sent him there, and they ran into the courier who was looking for that party, and so when they found them, he had the letter, sent him that. And then as they got into the inner sanctum of Andariel proper, the actual outer edge is where I'm pretty sure you guys showed the letter to Yaqui, which allowed them to be inside in front of the girl guards. And what they
Women.
noticed is that most of, if not all of Andariel, is entirely female, at least from what they can tell. Which has led them kind of to this conundrum. They go to their first tavern to kind of rest for a little bit, notice that they're the only male compatriots, aside from Elizabeth, who was with them as well. And they get some weird looks and some whispers. And as they fall asleep for the night,
Dummies.
few of our
I'm saying.
at this place, a few of them have been captured, along with Elizabeth, who was on the outside sleeping with Captain Ert. Captain Ert was just too tired from his journey to pass his perception roll and missed out on the opportunity to save Elizabeth. and that is where we find our adventurers today.
Patriots.
Is waking up. In
Wake
this
me up
setting.
inside.
So,
Let the record show that Show convinces the gate guards to let us in easily, says the notes.
yeah.
However,
That's
we
what I
did
thought.
that, I don't remember, but that's what the notes said. So Show
should've
did an
Show-
amazing job
I remember
somehow.
Good job,
Show had she was her captain's hat and smooth talked her way into his way into the outer sanctum of Andral because a letter was shown in the to get into Andral proper.
Yeah.
Great job.
Nice job,
Thank
Captain
you,
Joe.
note takers. The chat.
Excuse me. Sorry.
So, our group again has found themselves the next day. The first of Hanel is the start of the new month, and two of which have woken up into an empty room. As we mentioned last time, Tydox, Raven, Darknaw, and Elizabeth are all missing. Those who are not missing are so Ert, you wake up
Huh.
with Elizabeth.
Where's
missing from
Elizabeth?
you. Exactly.
What question? Does it look like? Because does it look like there was a struggle, or do I pick it up? If I observe the area, does it seem like she's was taken, or
Ert,
Or do you think
roll
she just
me-
went?
yeah,
She
or
just
she
wants to
just
go
go,
back.
she just go get a snack or something.
Yeah.
You know,
She just-
roll
she was
me
bad
an
dragon breath and
investigation.
she was out.
investigation. Okay.
And while you're rolling that, the other two people, Show and Jared, had slept in the same room. You guys don't seem anything is amiss because again, you're in separate rooms than Tydox and Raven and Darknaw because all three of them slept in the same room together.
I got a 4.
A
That's
four.
like a baby.
It was a good sleep. I was tired. It was a good snooze.
He's got crusties in his
That's
eyes
fine.
still. He can't even
I
really
was-
see.
Or it's like.
So with a 4, the big thing you notice is that Elizabeth is gone.
Perfect.
Now, because of how last night was, even with a 4, because of how last night, you would be, it'd be weird that she's not there. And she would
Weird,
have
but I'm
said
not
something.
suspecting anything crazy yet.
I would say you're probably suspecting something crazy. It's weird in the sense of like, she made an effort to come sit with you, and to come be with you, and for her to just abandon you in the middle of the night, is weird.
Well,
If
wait,
that
I
makes
forget. Is this a brand new morning, or is this still in the middle of the night?
Brand new morning.
Okay.
So this
Yeah.
is the next day. The
Check your
sun has
kidneys.
begun to rise.
Do we get a long
Um,
Have
rest?
two of them.
Everybody gets a long rest. So any of those who had their
You?
things,
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
Like it
get
better be a
in
long
there.
rest. I was a big old snooze. Just,
Well, for you.
yeah,
I remember you slept like a baby.
That
at the
was
end
a
of last
deep
session.
slumber. Deep slumber.
So Show, Jared, you guys wake up in your rooms. Again, not suspecting anything because you don't know anything that's happened at this point. Raven and Tydox, I'll get to you guys here in a little bit and what happens to you. Okay.
Great.
So
I think that in mine and Jared's room, like I think there's this big, like beautiful floor poster king bed, and you just see like Jared is sleepily, like very peacefully sleeping there, and you see Show like kind of laying on the ground, and he just kind of pops up, and he's just like, oh my god, and he's just kind of breathing heavily, and then I think he just kind of starts hitting the bed, and he's like, Jared, I think it's time to get breakfast. I'm starving.
Oh, what? Please, not. Just 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes. I wonder if they got food down there. We gotta go check out. It's already like light out. And Show opens like up the curtains, and he's like, "Dang, we slept for a long time.
yeah,
Wonder if the others are already up."
normally in a day that you would sleep, like the sun would come up, Show would be up, right?
Mhm.
This is like mid morning, like think like 8-9 p.m. Like you've slept like 4 or 5 hours into the start of the day. Like most of your day is now gone, in Show's world.
Oh my gosh, we're just a bump on a log, aren't we? Oh, Jared, I know you're used to this, but I'm not. And he's like, "Come on, get!" And he starts getting him up.
Oh, all right.
Jared, what did you sleep in?
Does he have? He probably does. He probably doesn't because he didn't really bring any extra clothes.
I was
So it's-
assuming that you slept in a whole like satin pajama gown. Robe.
Maybe he found some in the sale in the yacht.
I love
Back
it.
in the yacht.
Yeah, I imagine you were in a very. You brought your own like linens, all of
Bed.
that.
You gotta have the little bed cap.
Yeah, the little bed cap that goes to the side.
Yeah.
Certainly,
How can you sleep without that?
absolutely.
And some little eye
Yeah,
cover.
the little eye covers for sure. Absolutely. So Sho and Jared, you guys wake up, and you guys begin to get up for the day. What are you doing as you wake up?
I guess Captain Ert just kind of waking up, he'd like oh wow, that was a good rest, and he's like, something's not right. Where's Elizabeth at? And then I think Captain Ert's kind of just like a little surprised, like nothing has hit him yet, so he's kind of just kind of cruising the area. He's like, interesting. Is any of Elizabeth's stuff still there?
Answer with an interesting.
So everything is like gone. That's hers.
Yep. From your eyes, what it appears is that she just kind of like up and left you after like a really nice sweet night together. You know what I'm saying?
Dang,
You
what is it
collect
called?
your
Did she walk a
boots and
shame?
walk
Yeah.
You woke up and she was gone. Yeah, like.
Good. Is there, out of curiosity, is there any like tracks that that maybe she would have gone?
With a 4 investigation, no.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay. So then Captain
with a 5 or higher, yes.
Oh, yeah. I demand a recount. Then I think at that point, Captain Ert, since obviously he's not noticing anything, he's just something is weird. His first instinct is just probably gonna go back inside the cavern to see if maybe she's there.
Yeah,
and that's
tavern.
I think in the tavern. That's probably where Captain Ert. He's like.
All right, as you walk into the tavern, you see Sho and Jared have come down. Do you guys first check the other room first?
Yeah, I think Sho would have gone over and knocked on the door.
Okay. You knock on the door once, twice, and the third time you still hear nothing. The door.
Come on, boys, now get up. Oh, I still don't hear anything. Jared, maybe they're already downstairs.
Yeah. I heard they have a continental breakfast.
Oh, continental breakfast. Well, I think we might want to still be careful, but maybe a buffet might be safer.
Do you try the door before you go?
I think he probably would try the door.
The door is unlocked.
Okay, so I think he goes inside.
You go inside and nobody's home.
They
Everybody
must have checked out already.
They must be at breakfast.
Early risers, those two.
What's weird about the room, even without having to roll anything, is that it's completely like put together, as if no one stayed there last night.
They check out, maybe? It's pretty strange. Well, I guess let's go downstairs and take a look. This is pretty weird.
I know they have to get it ready for the next customers. You know, these inns they have to have a good turnaround, get people in and out.
Probably pretty busy here, I imagine.
Okay. As you guys walk down the stairs, you run into Ert.
Oh, Captain, I'm surprised they let you back in here.
I just couldn't sleep for the night. Have you, has Elizabeth come in here?
No, I haven't seen Elizabeth, and the elves and the gnome are gone too.
Accurate.
So right now it's just Jared and Sho right now, right? And did okay.
Tydox appears to also be missing. along with
Okay.
the elves.
And okay, well, have you guys seen? Well, I guess then I'll ask. Well, have you guys seen Tydox and Raven and who's that other one?
I
Garknall?
just told you that they were gone. Open up your e-holes. No, I haven't seen them. Now just tell me Elizabeth's missing too. So we got
Yeah.
3 missing elves and a gnome. I don't know why they would take the gnome, but
I don't know why they take the gnome.
You'll find
Yeah,
out.
that is weird. Did you? I'm assuming you guys didn't hear anything last night.
no, Jared is an awfully loud snorer. Let me tell you.
Maybe just ask the bartender if maybe they went somewhere. Unless you have any ideas.
Maybe let me ask the bartender. I don't. Well, you come too actually, because I don't speak. Never mind. Come on, let's go talk. I don't think they're too keen on you though.
And then we start lumbering over.
Yeah, you walk in.
Good.
Last night, it was pretty full. There was a ton of people there. It seemed to have been all the rage to come to this tavern. This morning, it feels eerily empty. Nobody's there. Nobody looks like they're working or a part of this place. It looks kind of deserted, as if there are anything around. I'll allow you guys to roll another investigation to kind of see what's going on. But as far as you see in your regular eyes, that's it. There's nobody home.
I think at this point, Capmert's still he thinks it's weird, but I don't think he's looking for. I think he's mostly looking for the bartender right now. Would you just
I'll
roll an
this
investigation?
16,
Yep.
because Show will be looking around for them.
16.
Mhm.
Okay.
Appreciate you, show. Please, somebody cares.
I got a 5.
5.
You're the worst. What are you rolling? D4s? Like, come on. What's going on?
5's great.
It's like Call of Cthulhu,
You not
right?
get-
Where low is better.
You not get any
Uh,
pluses?
I got +1. That was
Better
what.
than Show.
You got a 16, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then,
Show
Jared,
got
what did you get?
Not better than show.
What was the number, though? Jared,
Yep.
what
Oh,
was
me?
the,
What
yeah,
was,
what was
was the roll?
the investigation?
Investigation.
What was your
Oh,
roll?
yeah. 12.
12. Okay. So 5 and higher, you guys notice this, that the whole place is empty. There are some weird, looks like scratch marks that are leading behind the bar. 10 or higher, you notice, again, the whole place is empty. Those scratch marks. Then you notice that there's a cellar behind the bar. And then with a 16 or higher, that cellar door is open, or is unlocked, rather. And it looks as though those scratch marks have gone through there. And behind the bar, as you're kind of just like peering around, looking around at stuff, there's that drink from last night has been emptied. So like that bottle of which that drink had come from looks like it's empty. It looks like there's a few droplets that have like splattered in the back of the bartender or the bar, like hop, basically, like in the thing.
What did I roll? A 4 or 5? I forgot.
5.
A 5.
I got a 5. Okay, so I only noticed the scratch marks.
So is the bartender like there, or do we not see anybody right
Nope.
now?
You don't see anybody. Nobody's there's working.
Show hops
That's
behind
what's
the
allowed.
counter.
I just say that's what allowed you to kind of be walking
Mhm.
around and doing all the things that you wanted to do. Is the
Mhm.
fact that there's nobody around to stop you.
Okay. So Show hops behind the counter and he was looking at the bottle. He's kind of like, well, they sure did empty out this pretty fast. And then I think he just goes over to the hatch and he starts to kind of like get up and like look at it inside of it.
Okay. You see it leads down to a cellar.
Since I only noticed scratch marks, can I see what kind of scratch marks they are?
Yeah, roll me a nature or a survival.
Which one's better, nature or survival?
They should be.
They're the same. Yeah. So now it doesn't matter. 11.
Okay, with an 11, you notice these are like boot scratch marks, as though someone has been dragged.
Okay, so they're like they're not like scratch marks, more like skid marks almost.
Yeah, they're like skid
Okay.
marks. Normally, when I think of skid marks, I think of something else, so I said scratch marks.
He's thinking about taking the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So
Goes. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But
that's because
I
I'm a
get you.
child.
I am also a child. Well, then after pointing that out, I know Show like noticed the cellar, but I think I think Cadmert would just be. Looks like somebody was dragged around here, and then I think it's starting to kind of click just a little bit with Ert, because he's pretty dense. He's like somebody. He doesn't notice anything. He's kind of dense. Looks like you guys see these skid marks. It's like somebody was dragged or something.
He's saying that Show has like already dropped through the cellar like, into.
Cap Mert hears and he's like, what? Oh crap! I think Cap Mert noticing Cap Mert hears that thud. He's like, oh crap! And then he just starts lumbering over towards the giant hole that Show has already found. Hello.
Third mate Ert here.
Yeah. Show, are you down there?
Yeah, I'm down here.
Give me a sec. I'm gonna jump down.
Oh, I'm surprised you're not gonna light a torch first or do whatever. Tie a rope around yourself. Blah blah blah. Show keeps on walking on.
And Camer's just gonna. I don't know how deep it is, but Camer's just standing. He's just jumping straight down.
You're a big person, so it's actually a very tight hole for you as you're like climbing down. You're very uncomfortable as you're going through. Does Jared follow as well?
Jared is not happy about going into the restricted employees only area. Just because there's no one here, it doesn't mean it's abandoned. It's not like that cottage we found.
Oh god.
It's not like the hut we found.
Climbs back up the ladder and he's just like, Jared, I respect that you do not like to work, and I admire your ability to get out of everything. You can either sit here and you can guard this hatch, or you can come down with us in this hole. But if you're gonna sit here, you're gonna guard this hatch.
I respect the law.
I did not believe that for 1 second. And then Show like skirts back on the ladder.
No. Jared will follow because he doesn't want to be caught in the restricted area.
All right.
The restricted area of the library.
It's gotta be the Captain Pat that's just giving Show so much authority. Just like, I'm doing the thing. Goodbye.
I love it. Never change. As you guys go down into this deep cellar, we'll cut to our friends. You guys notice that Dark Null's missing. So Raven and Tydox, you guys have woken up into what appears to be some sort of cell door. And the thing you notice first is that Dark Null and Elizabeth are both missing. So it's just you two in this cell kind of thrown together. Tydox, you do not have your armor, is one of the first things you notice. The second thing you notice is that, you guys are all stripped of everything that you have. Any weapons, anything like that, have been completely stripped of you.
Do they have their clothes?
Tydox has his clothes.
Damn, I was like, Tack Pony, start stripping.
No, he does. Tydox has his clothes on. Raven unfortunately does not.
Oh, take it off.
So Raven
getting the oh spicy. Getting that roleplay mood.
Demonetized.
Oh, demonetized.
We're past a minute. That's why I waited.
Okay.
Clip it.
Clip it, chat. So you definitely have noticed. And then to check around, it's easier to tell, but I'll let you guys kind of roll anything that you want to do in this situation first. But there are some pretty easy things to notice, and then I'll kind of, if you want to roll anything, I'll let you roll first.
Oi, little man, you doing all right over there?
I got a feeling you would be up first, and Tydex is a little
he's
groggy.
Yeah, he's like full mast. Or wait,
He's-
sorry,
yeah.
different
I'm just
My bad.
like poking you in the shoulder, like, hey, little guy,
Ty-
you all right?
he like gets the glasses on. He's like,
It's okay,
Wait,
man. It's okay.
what? We didn't even drink. What? And he is kind of just calculating things like, where are my things? Where are we? Where are our people?
Well, we didn't have to drink that stuff. We still got drunk enough, apparently. I don't know how they did what or how we got down here, but we need to figure out where we are and get out of here.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's see if here. He gives him his tiny shirt. Like he's got a tiny shirt, but he's gonna give it to you.
I love
Thanks, little buddy.
That's it.
I'll just put this down here.
Ties it around as a small little, a very small little loincloth. We'll say that Raven's pretty endowed, so he covers most of his parts.
Okay. Let's see what we can find. Get some clues, I guess. So we roll. Would be an investigation.
Investigation or perception, whichever one.
Ooh, I like that. 22.
Investigation.
22.
22. Jesus.
I got a plus 5 perception.
Darn.
So you rolled perception, and then you rolled investigation.
I'm gonna roll an investigation. Yeah.
Okay.
I only got a 13, even though I got +8, which hurts my heart a lot. But
I'll start with the investigation. So these are things that you've seen in. You notice that you're in an empty cell, but there are multiple cells around you that feel as though they're also empty. Looks like there's room for probably about 6 more prisoners, 12 if they're bundled up like you guys. You notice in a cell close to you guys what appears to be so Elizabeth has really bright red hair. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that before until now, but
He's a ginger. What the flip?
she has not bright
That's
red hair, but she has
immediately
very red hair. And so, yeah, he just is like, all right, abandon Elizabeth. What color hair do you want her? I had her as redhead. If you want her to be different, I'll change it. Or if you want
We're sending it.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's always had red hair, and then I've just now noticed that I've never said it out loud until then.
She got any scales?
But because she has red hair, she does not have scales. Because she has red hair, you notice some red locks, as if someone had like pulled on her hair. There's like a clump of it that is like in the cell next to you. You also notice Darknull's boot. Okay.
Which one, left or right?
We'll say left.
Okay, matters.
Okay. Raven, with a 22 perception, you hear the sound of voices a little bit off from you guys. It sounds like they're in another room, but they're very close. As with the 22 is very good. You kind of make out. You have very good hearing with your elven ears. You hear that there is. It sounds to be about 4 voices, or 4 separate voices that are like bickering back and forth on what to do with. They're like, why'd you bring? Why'd you bring the gnome? Like, we don't need him. We didn't need him ever. Like, why'd you bring him? Basically, well, he was with the other ones. And like you hear 2 that are basically fighting, but you hear there's a sound of 2 other voices. When the 22 is very good, again, you hear kind of those thoughts that are, well, what do we do with this gnome? We can't keep him here. This is illegal, as if the other stuff isn't
Yeah.
illegal.
Yeah, I was like,
You know?
whoa, that's where we draw the line.
That's where they draw the line. Especially is this thing. It's like, what do we do with this? Like, we can't keep him here. We can't. We have to do something. Then the other one's like, we'll have to kill him. Okay.
Okay.
And so 22 is very good. You would have heard other things, but that's like the biggest thing that you hear. Other things you hear are some sort of mechanisms, and you hear the sound of like, like a whirring, like a saw, like, some sort of like, you don't really understand it. I don't think you would. Tydox, maybe if he rolled higher, he would have understood it, but you don't understand any of it. But it's some sort of mechanical sounding things. You've been around enough kind of mechanical sounding things, but it's weird. So you don't really. You're like, but those are the sounds that you hear.
Hey, little buddy, I think I overhear the guards talking. I don't know. There's maybe a few of them out there, but it sounds like we were meant to be captured, but you kind of just came along for the ride.
Well, I mean, it's unfortunate. But at least we're, here together because we can use each other to think of a way to get out of here. And it also looks like Elizabeth and Darknell were both in that cell. That's his boot and a piece of her hair.
Well,
I can't quite reach it. Can you reach his boot?
I'll give it a shot. Am I able to reach the boot?
Roll me a dexterity. It's out of your reach, but we'll see how skinny and dexterous you can get. I'll tell you the DC is 12.
13.
13.
Nice.
Perfect. So you reach as far as you can. You go. I don't know if you ever like tried to get something out of your reach, but it hits just your fingertips, and you go and you get enough force on it with your fingers that you roll the boot back to you, that it makes it easier to grab on your second go. So you're able to like pull it back to you.
Okay.
Now you have Darknell's boot.
Do I notice anything?
His left
about the
boot, by the way.
Other than it smells.
Yes.
Nice.
It smells. Yeah, that's the first thing. Outside of signs of things, you don't really notice anything else on it. There's no like blood, or it looks like it fell off in some sort of struggle. So it didn't look like he took it off. He might have, but you don't know.
Just grab the boot and. Well, I don't think he left any clues behind in it, but can you track him? I don't know anything. I'm just ignorantly asking of not knowing if gnomes have like super senses.
Not necessarily track him, but this may prove useful if we were to cause a distraction, or at least lure somebody over here to maybe get us out of the cell.
Oh, that sounds a lot
Because
more
Tydox has
practical.
magical tinkering, so there's a
Yep.
few different things I can do with an item.
I was
As
gonna
long as
tell
we
you-
have an item.
Yep, I was going to tell you. I was going to make that known to you. If you, that's great.
Use the boot.
I'm
The
using.
the boot can be used as material components for anything that you have. So
Okay.
Well, in that case, working magic.
What else do we see about like the cell we're in? Is there like a lock on the door? Is there a padlock on it, or are we like just?
So the hard
Oh,
part with a
oh.
with a 13 investigation, that's the big thing that you noticed, because that's 10 or higher. You don't really notice. I mean, there is like a padlock. It does look locked from the outside. As far as like things within the cell, I mean, there were other things that you could have found, but with a 13, you don't notice really anything else that could be useful. You notice that there's like a hole in your cell for waste, and there is one singular bed that is there. So things in the cell. Bed. It has two chains that are like uh, strapped up against the wall, a hole in the wall or a hole in the floor, and then the door is locked from the outside.
Interesting. Um. Okay.
Well, you got any ideas where to start on getting out of this place?
Not, not entirely, but I'm like filling with the boot and like taking the laces off so that hopefully I can have enough components to make maybe 2 or 3 of these things. But I'm
Okay.
gonna see. Well, you said there was also a bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. Um.
It's got two chains on it that are strapped to the wall.
Oh. Yeah. How many do you think were outside?
By the count of the voices, I'd say about 3 or 4 of them. So we're definitely outnumbered without any equipment.
Yeah. Mm. Nope. They're not smart.
I could use that trick I pulled a few tussles ago. Maybe turn into some snakes. So maybe I can slither my way around. See what I can find out.
Actually, that might not be such a bad idea.
So would be
See.
not a bad idea. However, how do you transform? What do you normally use?
Oh, I normally use Gree. That's right. And I'm all out of juice.
So,
Good point.
well,
I would say that'd be a great idea, obviously, if you were a regular druid and if we played like regular, where you
Just
would be able to shape. But because we
I'm
gave
looking.
you the druid,
flavor
Yeah,
text.
I'm looking around the room and just like, well, there's not a point of anything in this place, let alone what I would need to turn into a snake. So scratch that plan.
yeah, if we're gonna follow these rules, I gotta hold them tight. I'm sorry.
Totally fair.
We
So-
made them up. We made them up. I have to follow them. I'm sorry.
I think that we can. So, it's like a static visual effect is something that we can make. If I take, like the the laces of this boot and use that as some like components to make the door look slightly ajar, that somebody has escaped, and then another visual effect on because I can do 5 of them. And that would basically we would just put Raven in a corner and put the boot like in front of him so that it basically makes like a nice little invisibility shield because it's just
Okay.
a static effect of like, or I was thinking like the bed, if he like laid on the bed and he can hold the boot and the boot would make it look like the bed.
Okay. I like that idea.
We're using 2 visual effects to hopefully trick these people into think that, hey, the one you wanted got away. That's crazy.
Okay. How do you get the guards' attentions? They're in the other room. Do you call out to them? Do you?
I would, yes, I would start screaming, hey, wait, don't leave me here.
Perfect. Tydox, you're gonna hate me, but can you roll me a performance with
Performance.
with
Oh, God.
advantage?
Okay. So, I don't have anything for performance. That sucks. But we got. Oh, that's poo poo. That's not even any better. I got a 10.
10 is just enough to
Oh my gosh.
to get them to come. The performance is not great, so it will determine. They're gonna roll to like basically see like an insight, and
Yeah.
if you had rolled higher, they would have rolled it at disadvantage. So they're gonna roll a straight insight to see if they believe your ruse or not. So you see that there's two guards that come in. They're both female. They walk into the thing. Yeah. Oh, little one, what are you on about? And then
Do do they see the slightly opened door? Because if they did, I would just like back away, like from the opposite corner of the
yeah,
bed.
they do. They do see
Like,
that it's slightly ajar. They go up to it, uh, and what the Blavens? And then they go and they try to mess with it. They get close to you. I will allow you to do one thing to them. They are in distance from you, um, so you can do. You basically do one turn. They rolled low enough on their insight where they believe you, um, and they're trying to either. I mean, the door appears to be ajar, but it's not ajar. If that makes sense,
right.
It's just
It's an
an
illusion.
It's a door.
Yeah. So
Um,
the way that it would work is if they got close to it, they would be able to like immediately trounce it. So for flavor, it's like they're close enough to you for you to do one thing.
is so we have one thing left, and I can I use another magical tinkering from the boot?
Yep.
Okay, because I would. Uh, we have recorded. We're gonna retcon a little, I mean, kind of, but we can make a up to 6 second long recorded message in an item, and I'm gonna chuck it. Is there like a different corridor that I could throw this thing? So the idea is that I'm gonna chuck it and get mad at Raven for leaving me, and just throw it down there, and it's gonna have like an echo of his voice down a hallway, and then hopefully they'll run after it and leave me alone.
Um, that's a great idea. The room is basically like 6 cells, um, and so it's like a small room, and they have come in through what appears to be the only entrance. Um,
Dang
so I mean,
it.
you could throw it
Well,
into like
that's-
another cell, and then they would have been like, I'm not trying to tell you that that wouldn't work, but they would just immediately just like turn around and be like, he's not in this cell. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
So it's a right. It's not like I thought it would be like a hallway of cells. Like it. Okay.
It is of sorts, but it's like a room of like 6 cells. Like that's what I said earlier. Like it can hold six, maybe 12 people within this room of
Okay.
things. So you have like two, you have three in front of you, three, and then you, and then there's one to your left and one to your right. And you're in the middle of like 5 other cells, if that makes sense. And then you have a hallway, and then the doors to your left, which they had walked in from. You could try to throw it through the room that they just walked out of.
That's if there's anything that's open, like a
door?
window or something like a door, I would throw it that way to
Okay.
be angry. You know.
Um,
And I would just chuck it and be like, I thought we were friends. You can't just
Okay.
leave me here.
Just give me another.
Another performance check.
I would say it's either going to be an athletics for throwing said object, and then
Interesting.
a performance afterwards. They're both terrible for you, so it's a 2 roll part, and then that is the DC that I'm going to roll to either make or break, if that makes sense. So you can add both of those together, and then that will be the DC that I need to roll to basically. Thing.
Okay.
So you'll be able to roll 2 rolls
Yeah.
that are pretty bad for you.
Pretty bad. Yeah.
So
All right.
athletics and then a performance right afterwards.
Oh, that was not. Athletics was an 18 with my -1. That's cool. And performance is a flat 0, so 17. So how are we adding 18 plus 17? I don't.
25.
That seems pretty high, but okay.
They have a plus to this, so you're good.
Oh. All right.
You're good. I already accounted for that. Perfect. 25 is a very hard one to beat. They have a +7. Okay.
Oh shit.
It's not impossible.
They rolled an 18.
That
so, they they go and they hear again the sound of the voice, and then again jarred because they just opened the door. They're a little confused, like how did he escape through here? And you see them leave the door open and run back into that room. So now you have that open door, and your cell is still closed, but
yeah,
the guards have now run into that room.
Okay. Did we see any keys or anything on those 2?
Roll me a perception.
You want both of us?
Oh wait, that's just.
Yeah, both of you, if you're both looking for it.
Oh yeah.
15.
I hope Raven's looking for something, right?
As I
Fine.
lie here trying to pretend to be a bed.
Yeah. With the boot. Oh, perception? Oh, I have a +3 to that, so it's a 12.
12. You noticed that one of them, you heard it, the jingle of keys as one of them left the room. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to pause there as you guys continue to think. So that's the room. You guys feel good with where you're at, your options, the things that you may or may not be able to have. We go to the cellar. You guys go down. You guys see that it is a normal looking cellar from the glance. If you guys want to see anything more, I'll need either an investigation, perception, anything like that. But our 3, Show and Jared, as you guys walk down this ladder, this staircase, you're entered into what appears to be like a wine cellar. I mean, it's got big barrels of wine. It's very dirty and very dark. But if whenever you roll, if you want to
Is
roll,
there any
I'll tell you.
more drag marks?
Roll an investigation, and I'll tell you if you see them or not. There certainly are. I'll tell you that.
13.
At a nat 20.
Dang.
On investigation or perception?
I would have rolled an investigation.
Okay. Jared, are you going to be rolling as well?
I'll do perception.
Okay.
13.
13. And then Ert, what did you roll?
I got a 13.
Perfect. And you did investigation as well?
Yeah.
So 13, you notice that there is. I'll get to your nat 20 here in a second. That's amazing. You see a bunch of stuff. 13, you notice that the streaks have reached the bottom, but also the sides of the cellar. There are like someone looks like they were struggling the whole time that they were there. You notice red hair all over the place, as if. You only know one person that has red hair.
Red hair. No, it's not Elizabeth.
Okay. Jared, with a 13, you don't necessarily. I mean, it's pretty quiet in this place, but you hear the sound of like running water, going in a in the direction that you guys are going. And it's not it's not uncommon for running water to be, at a bar, but you take note of it as you're going. You hear it, and you kind of see some pipes that are going in. You're a big ordnance guy. You've looked at plans of buildings before. With the 13, you definitely notice that there are like pipes that are like not supposed to be there, and that's weird for you.
Yeah.
Now, nat 20 investigation. Uh, you see a lot. You see the red hair. You see the streaks. Uh, you notice there's a lot of like scratch marks. There, it looks like some pretty messed up stuff has been happening in this place. That this is for some reason it hasn't been used for just drinks. Like the markings, the things that have been uh, kind of described wouldn't be just like from people rolling drinks around or coming up and back and forth for it. But the biggest thing with the nat 20 you notice is that there is in like the as you're like kind of looking around exploring in the side of behind one of the barrels, you notice that there's a different color wood um, on top of it. So it looks like there's like a section on the bottom of this like barrel that it looks like it's a different color than the barrel itself. So the barrel is like here, you go behind it, in the back of that barrel is a different color.
Okay. Um, shows like, well, they're not quite as clean as they make themselves out to be now, are they? When you look at this, and then he, I think, starts like poking at the barrel and like knocking on it to see if it like if anything pops off or things like that.
Um, Give me an Arcana. Are you guys all around here? Jared and you guys.
Yeah.
How I
More.
would imagine. I mean, how big is the room?
I mean, it's not too big. I mean, it is big enough to hold a bunch of like alcohol and like extra alcohol, so it's like a good size. But I mean, you can walk around in it. Show
I mean,
definitely find something of note. I would imagine he calls you over to it, but
I mean, I'm kind of looking at the skid marks in the hair, so I don't. I guess depending on the relationship of that is to show, is or it's kind of following right now.
perfect. With a nat 20, you can roll this Arcana with
Yeah.
investigation.
I'll roll it.
Or with advantage,
Uh,
sorry. I said with investigation, but with
oh.
advantage.
It's a 15, and then this one was a 12. 15.
So 15. You notice that there's strange runes within the door itself that have shut this door, and it looks like they have locked it. You don't know much about magic at all, so you don't really understand anything that it says or does. You can't really read either. You just notice that they're a glowing symbol that has popped up
Hey,
on
Jared.
Hmm?
Hey, get over here. There's something weird. And then I think Show's just kind of like tracing the symbols with his fingers. But he's like,
And then yeah, I guess Captain Merwood after seeing it, he's like, yeah, he's still looking at the hair and marks, but he's walking over to show.
Perfect.
Jared will wander over.
Sweet.
You know what this is, Jared?
Yeah. Yes.
Jared, you notice the runes as well. Look to be some sort of illusionary magic.
Hmm. Do I know anything about this magic?
It looks as though it has sealed this door shut, and you need some sort of either password or uh, phrase or brute strength to open the door.
You said there's symbols on it.
Yeah, magic symbols. Yeah,
Can
magical runes.
Can I-
Strength, you say?
Some sort of magical lock. Perhaps we could find a password.
Can
What were you asking her?
oh, what's the what's the language? Is it a certain? Or is it just?
Alvin, yeah.
Can I can I see what it says?
Yeah.
What
It
does it say?
says only those who walk by moonlight can enter.
And then after reading that, I'd tell Show and Jared, oh, that says only those who walk by moonlight may enter. I don't know. Do-
Vampires.
and then Rune Bear.
Moonlight.
And then I would probably ask him, I don't. At night? So what, you have to come back at night in order for this thing to open? I'm like asking.
What was it? Only those.
Who walk by moonlight may enter.
Only those who walk.
By moonlight may enter.
Well,
Out of curiosity, oh, what you gonna say?
we tried. We tried.
Ah, you're not going anywhere, Jared. And he just grabs, or just grabs Jared and just right by the neck, and just kind of brings him over.
I mean,
You're not going anywhere until we figure this out.
I can't help you anymore. We need the password. Only by finding the correct password can we enter. No other way.
Now, out of curiosity, my sword is bathed in the glow of moonlight. I don't know. It's a long shot. But if Capmer pulls out his sword and he just kind of taps at it, does it do anything?
We'll roll this a straight luck check. Okay.
Okay. What is that a 20?
D20. Yep.
Okay. Come on, let's be fucking lucky.
He's done a luck check at least 3 times.
I got 17. Is that lucky enough?
17 is very lucky. And so as you're going, you see that your sword glows within this. It is silvery, so it I guess sort of fits. It is definitely not the answer for the puzzle that I had. But that's hilarious, and I like it. So,
Prints out page, triples it up.
it's whatever. I had a lot more things. You pull it over. You see the thing. You like tilt it. You're like pulling out your sword to kind of like get a better idea. And actually, I'll let you kind of describe how the sword. There's no sunlight, anything there.
I think well I think it's just I think since it isn't a silver elven longsword, I think all Capmer would just be doing is like, that's a long shot, I'm gonna try it anyways. And all Capmer's just gonna do is just tap it, like just with the tip, just tick, tick, like 2 taps, and then the sword's gonna start glowing just with that moonlight, and it just starts glowing a little bit, and then all of a sudden all the runes just start collapsing, and then the door, it just slowly starts to open up afterwards. I was like, well, I guess that's all it was.
By this. He's just like, I didn't know you were a magic man, Captain. Maybe that's what you should be doing instead of using that sword for like hitting people. Maybe it's the magic sword.
Yeah.
The sword of many things, so you'll learn someday. And then Cat Merch is like, I can't believe that worked.
Plays off like, yep.
He's like, all of the days were.
I'll tell you, the DC was 16 or higher, so I was like, I'll give you like a 75% fail rate. So like, good luck. Sure, you get a 25% chance that this works.
Hey, I can't find Elizabeth, but you need a magic door open. I got you.
I had a way cooler puzzle idea. It's fine. You walk in, door opens off this straight luck. I love it. Door opens up. It collapses into a staircase that goes down, and you guys are able to walk down into the hallway. This hallway appears to go on for a very long time. The lights within this place are a blue hue. So instead of like the typical red flames, you guys notice they're blue flames. Some sort of fairy fire magic. For those who know anything about magic, the non-magical people are walking around here with Jared, who doesn't want to be here. So Jared's probably the only one that notices the fairy magic that is here. You got.
Would I have a little bit of experience with it being does this ring a bell from any of my travels? Because I know Cap Mertz. Okay. Because I feel like fairy magic is, how much different is fairy magic from elven magic?
They're one of the same.
Are they okay? Well, I got a 3, so I guess not.
No, it doesn't look very familiar to you.
It's like,
It
yep,
should. It
that
absolutely
does not
should.
mean light magic at all. Must
It
be
is-
some
No,
sort
it
of
does look
thing.
familiar. Just keep going.
Absolutely, it is all about moonlight. It's all right.
I need a sword, you know.
So you guys are
He's like, would it work twice?
uh, very long hallway continues to lead down. As you guys continue to walk, you guys notice that the hallway feels endless. As you guys are walking, your body feels kind of weighty, like gravity itself has like begun to take its toll on you. You
Snap
obviously
back
don't
into
understand what gravity, but like feels like the floor is made of like molasses. It's hard to like take steps after a while. Um, and then you guys get to the end of that hallway uh, with these same kind of effects going on. You come to a room that has a left and a right pattern, a left and a right entrance, basically, like two doors, one pathway.
Mm, let's see here. Oh, we got anything to mark on this door? My philosophy is you always go left. Every option we get, we just go left. But that's just my opinion. I'm up to if you guys have any ideas. Apparently, you can talk to walls. I didn't know about this to make things open. So maybe you know something different now.
Let me just give him one quick glance to see if I can notice anything, and then I'll do. Can I do multiple things?
What do you want to do? And I can tell you if you.
I kind of wanted to do my. I probably not gonna do anything, but like divine sense, just to see if I can notice if there's left or right, if there's anything.
Yep.
And then, so I would do divine sense just to see if I notice anything on the left or the right hallway.
Okay.
And then,
Wonderful. To the left, you feel celestial magic, and to the right, you feel abyssal magic.
okay. And then I was like, well, all right, well, I've noticed that there's a lot of celestial energy over in the left side and a lot of abyssal to the right side. And at the same time, I'm saying that. Can I pull out my magic ball just to see if it's glowing at all?
It is not.
Okay, that was worth a shot. He's like,
You ain't got no magic ball, boy. Tydox has that.
no,
Oh,
I
yeah.
still have my magic ball. Oh no, that's right. He does have it. Cause oh no, wait, no, he didn't give it back to me. Cause he's like, it doesn't work. or
No,
does
he
he
was
still have it?
working on it.
Okay, okay.
On the turtle.
Damn, that was worth
But
a
you
shot.
you were able to get your sword back because you didn't need your sword. He just needed.
Yeah,
Yeah, because huge. Good
Yeah,
thing you
hold
got
on,
that
nice.
sword back. Otherwise, we'd have to solve a puzzle.
Yeah. A puzzle that I worked very hard on. But it's fine.
Hold on,
No, I don't care. I don't care.
I might be able to get someone to help us here. I think Jared, I'm gonna cast Unseen Servant.
What does that do?
I love it.
It creates an invisible man to help us. He can pour drinks. He can do your laundry. He can clean your room. That's pretty much all Jared uses it for.
You, you see a man appear out of like what feels like thin air. It's an apparition. So he appears. He's got a mustache that twinkles up to the side. He's wearing a nice like put together suit, black and white. It's got the long fur tails at the bottom. He is holding a sous vide platter, basically, of food, and he says, "Monsieur, at your service."
Yes, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, good thing you're here. Uh, we're stuck in a bit of a bind here.
Ah,
There's this
hors d'oeuvres?
maze. Ah, yes, thank you, thank you.
He passes them out to everybody.
Show is like freaking out. Like he's just like, yeah, just summoned the man out of that thin air. What the heck? Like,
He
are you
also
ghosts now?
his bottom like half is like just like a tinsel,
Like
so
a
it's like
wisp?
yeah, it's a wisp. So
My magic butler. Don't you have a magic butler?
ah,
No.
Jeffrey, nice to meet you.
I don't have a regular butler either. I'm the butler usually. What do you mean?
Can
How
I
do
offer
you-
you hors d'oeuvres?
I don't know what that is.
What's an hors d'oeuvre?
Quite yummy. Yeah, or divine. Yeah,
Wars the war.
small
And
little.
7 years ago.
Yeah, small little treats.
Oh, what if it
He's got a
was
little-
7 years ago?
He's got a little charcuterie board on his little thing for you guys.
And
A little-
Joe's like,
little-
"What's a charcuterie board?"
Yes. Oh yeah, but the maze, Jeffrey. So
Oh yes, sorry, sir.
you think it would take forever for us to explore this maze. The more people we have, the faster we can find the exit.
Great idea, sir. You're always the big thinker. What can I do? Do you want me to go left or right?
That's how. What if you will go right and we'll go left. We'll just keep doing that.
Perfect. What
How
if
are
we
we
don't?
gonna know when he goes though? If he gets out there,
Imagine
you
his.
can't follow him like with your magic or something, or what?
Can you shout? Maybe give a big shout. Big shout.
Of course, sir.
The moment Jeffrey gets out of sight, he's just out. He's
Yeah, you see, you see him toss the hors d'oeuvres to the side. He gives you one of these, and you just see like the meme where they're like
a
this,
fucking full dead sprint.
Yeah.
He's.
and you see that he completely disappears out of your sight from the right
No.
side.
There we go. Now that we have Jeffrey on it, he always does his thing. He's the man. He always does his task.
Perfect. All right. So Jeffrey goes to the right. Do you guys end up going to your left?
Yeah.
Or do you wait on Jeffrey if Jeffrey says anything?
Show is confused, so he just starts going left, and he's just like, "I don't know if you're staying here or what, dude, but I'm going this way." And shows leaves.
Perfect. And you guys begin to enter into the maze. You guys go to your left, Jeffrey off to his right, and we cut back to Raven in Tydox. You guys again are alone in your cell. The door is open. What do you guys do?
Because they walked out, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Did you hear
Uh.
those keys jingling on one of them?
I did. I think we gotta get them to come back, but I'm gonna make sure that we get them in. And I take the illusion off of the door itself.
Okay. Off
The
the
lock-
sound.
Yeah, the cell.
Oh,
No, the cell.
Gotcha.
So I'm still holding the boot in the bed, but the door no longer looks like it's open.
Yes. So you're still not here, but the door is
Shot at this
closed. Yeah.
and it looks normal. Perfect. You see?
Well, no, that doesn't look open anymore.
Yeah, yeah. So it's shot and locked,
Yeah,
basically.
It's yep, it's shut.
Okay. Do you do anything else before the guards come back?
Well, you made them go on a manhunt for me. I don't know if they're. Do you think they'll come back if they don't find me?
Either way, if they do, then great. If they don't, then we have more time for me to spend something to get us out of here.
Keep it up, chap. You're doing great.
You are definitely a surprise for if things go south.
I'll do
perfect.
what I can. My fists aren't that great, but been in a few bar fights.
Excellent. I don't have anything. Can I? Want to see if there's anything like structurally unsound or something about this cell, like a weak point that I could try to exploit with something to
Yeah.
get like out of here.
Yeah. If you roll, you can roll another investigation.
Investigation. Hell yeah. Investigation.
Investigation.
Yeah, baby. Whoa, math.
I love math.
21, because it's 8 plus 14. That's tough.
Jesus. Is it 14?
Yeah, I got a plus 8 in investigation. And the
I thought you
first
had a
time
plus-
was
I thought you
straight
said you
shit.
had a plus 4. I
Dang.
thought you rolled an 8. But it is a
Oh,
plus-
no.
I was like, brother, that's crazy. How?
I mean, that's
No, perfect.
Got a 27
Yeah,
intelligence.
no. 22. It's perfect. So you see that there's like a few loose like bricks at the top of it that have been worn down due to like weather or anything like that. It looks like some sort of like maybe force. If enough force was onto the cell itself, could probably break it. And you notice that there is a missing like section of it that looks like it's just small enough up top that if someone was like raised up and small enough, could probably fit through the cell itself. If you know two creatures were not strong enough to push it.
Right. Well, uh, this, there, I don't know how you would get out, but, we could try to surprise attack them if we both disappeared from the cell. And, if you can lift me up to there and then get back under the illusion, that might, give us some surprise. The element of, and he's just like rambling because he's feeling very very vulnerable without any tools, without his armor, without like Archie. We're just kind of like, okay, shoot.
well.
So, would
Don't worry too much. You know, I got no clothes on my back, except for your little shirt.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna, but yeah, I can help you up there. So I'm gonna lift him up to the little hole area.
Perfect. All right.
does the will he be able to get back into the illusion to hide? We're like, okay.
Okay, that was gonna be my next question anyway. So I get him up there, and then I immediately go back with my boot.
They saved more spots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Mr. Raven, will you roll me in athletics?
Sure. Also, I was like, maybe we could push down the wall, and then we both have -1 strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I want to give you guys options. I mean, you can try.
Ooh, 7.
Your desperation, you
7. So Tynox is surprisingly heavy for his stature, even though he's a tiny little person. You would have expected him to be. You kind of in this moment realize that you should kind of hit the gym a little bit more. That you're kind of a little. You're also a little scrawny, and so you're like, oh wow, this didn't really work like I wanted it to. But kind of like with him and pushing up against the wall a little bit to like get a little footing, into the like get a little bit leverage. You're able to just barely, and I mean barely, lift him up, but it is a struggle. Go ahead and take 1d4 of damage.
Okay.
Oh.
Oof.
It is
Is it
a
working?
strain
Uno.
on your body.
Oh,
You take 1 point of thing, and this
I gotta
you're
lay
pretty
off the
tired.
mead.
Investigation.
But
Using,
you lift him up.
using muscles you didn't even know you had.
What do you see up there, buddy?
It's a fantastic question. Another insight, maybe?
You can roll an investigation at this.
Another investigation. Fuck yeah. Do a fun one. Cause we're never doing that one again. Well, still 12.
12. You have a bit of a higher advantage point. You do notice the cells are all the same, but you are able to kind of like fall forward now that you're like up into this little area to kind of get fully out of the cell. but it's a little bit higher than you want it to be, and you're likely going to take damage.
I'm gonna take damage if I fall out of the
Yeah, you're
cell?
like up on top of the cell to like get
Okay.
into the little like to get like out of it. So that's sort of the thing is, but it's like high enough where if you were to just like jump off, I mean you're like up off the cell
Gotcha.
at this point. You know, if you were able to
Gotcha.
jump
Okay.
forward, you're likely to take damage with the 12 investigation.
But if I did go, if I like, would it put me on the outside of the cell?
Yep.
Well, there, there's a space that I think I could get through and get to the other side of our cell door. Maybe try to pick it, but I don't know. If they catch me, we're kind of screwed.
Well,
But we
there's not really anywhere out of here this cell, but towards them. So, you
Right.
know, might be best just to stick with our plan and have you hide up there. See how they react to us both being gone.
All right, that's a great idea.
Okay.
As
Are
he's
you-
like in this tiny little squished space, like,
Yeah. I'll give you guys one more thing, whether it's a perception, investigation roll, anything like that, before the guards do return.
Investigation.
So one more like action, you know, hey, I want to do this thing or
Yeah.
do whatever. Look around the cell again, you know, anything like that.
we each get one or one combined.
One total. So either Raven or Tydox can do one more thing, and then the guards are gonna come.
The
I
only,
got nothing specific.
me neither. Could I try to roll a history to see if the guards looked like they had a weak spot? Like if I punched one in the shin, she would go down. Like, did she have a limp? I don't know what to do. Just like, but I got a high history, so maybe I can be like, yes, she was wearing an eye patch, so I'll poke her other eye out at him.
Captain the Channel shows no mercy.
You can roll a history check, and then I'll have you roll a straight lucky check right after. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Historically,
See,
elves have
so-
really been superstitious as mice.
Yeah, right. There we go. I like it. History was a 23.
Perfect.
And
then
now
just
a straight
straight
roll
D20.
check. Here's the big one.
We'll give you the same DC as 16.
Oh, I heard that.
Well, that was a 6. So
6. So
Not
no,
lucky.
you don't remember any bodily injuries or anything like that. Any parts of the guards that looked weak or issues. You do remember that they're girls and that they're not men. With a
Good.
20, you said 22 or 23 history, either way, over 20 history. Elven culture in general, lots of things are very like sound structurally. So as you're sitting up there, it feels weird that why would this be broken? You know, why would they have the ability to like this? Everything that I've known about Alice is like they're perfect, and it's like, you know, their buildings are perfect. Things aren't run down. They're like, you know, everything has a purpose and a plan. Okay, so that dawns on you while you're sitting up there, and the guards come back. Where'd that measly little runt run off to? The door was. Did you lock the door? No, the door was open last time we were here, but now it's shut, and neither one of them are in the cell. You know she's gonna have a fit when she hears this. They go, and then they go to begin to investigate the door itself to see if it's locked, and they notice that it is locked. It's been locked, and now it's odd. I'll give you guys again one. It'll be like your turn in combat, so you guys each get one little thing, one little action to do.
Where is he positioned? Kind of.
So you're like above the cell, pretty much, in a little knock in like the like wall itself. So like the stone, and then there's like a little section that's like opened up for you that's like missing a bar for whatever reason that is able to like so you're like you've snuck up basically high enough to like climb on top of this like empty space, and so you're like probably above them, like 2 or 3 feet, but you're like right above them pretty much.
I have a crazy idea.
Okay, because I ain't got nothing.
Do
It
it.
might just work.
Well, so they're outside the door still right now.
Yep.
So
They're like jamming with the door to see like what has happened because it's
Okay.
locked, and they're like suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Um,
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I'm trying to think of. I basically want to like create some sort of diversion to make sure that they enter the cell.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
So I'm gonna like trying to think of what I could do without breaking the like illusion too much. I want to chuck the little shirt he gave me and just like
Okay.
throw it on like the floor in a way that they kind of notice something.
Okay.
But I'm still like holding the boot in the bed.
Just like I did with Tie Dogs, roll a performance and then roll a athletics.
Nat 20 on the performance.
Perfect. Very hard to beat.
8 on the athletics.
So 28, but a nat 20, so I'll give them disadvantage. Again, they get +7 in this roll. First one is a 14, so 21. Second one is way higher than that, but they got disadvantage. So they go, what the hell? And then they well, move over, and then they unlock the door. Door swings open. They go to check out. They go, oh, that little goblin is naked.
And so now basically my master plan is I'm gonna yell pounce and chuck the boot at whichever one is like closest to kind of the wall that that Tydox was climbed into. So I'm just trying
Love
to
it.
chuck
Okay.
the boot as hard as I can. That would
Roll like a to hit. So the boot has very low damage.
should I
But it-
use my unarmed strike as far as
Yep.
the to hit?
Yeah.
Ooh, 5.
5. You miss entirely, but the boot is distracting enough. And the thing, they're immediately put on guard, and you see them with this thing past. They look up at you, completely naked, and the illusion is now off. And then the other one kicks you right in the face.
Well- While he yelled pounce, I think Tydox would have like jumped out of
Okay.
there on the other side of the cell. And you said I was gonna take damage for
Yep.
possibly take damage
So-
or just take damage.
Yep,
I
you
am
roll
small
either-
and it's a cell. I get it.
You roll me an acrobatics or an athletics.
Okay.
They're the same either way. So
Sounds like
doesn't help
it's
you.
the same. I got a 15.
15, you land gracefully on the ground without shattering your ankles or your body at all. You are on the other side of the cell, and you see that one of them has now kicked Raven right in the jaw. Raven, take 4 points of damage
Oh boy.
as you get freaking sweet chin music into the back
God.
into the cell because they are startled and confused. Okay. Tydox, what do you want to do now that you're on the other side of the cell?
I mean, I know they kidnapped you, but it doesn't really look. You guys don't look like the good guys right now. Jimmy.
It's not gonna get better. So
You don't even know why they kidnapped you. You just assume.
not a single clue. We're just hanging out, flailing. Shit, man. I think so. They're both looking at him, right?
Yep. And so it's
They haven't even noticed you on the other side either.
Yeah.
So.
3 of us in the cell. Assume the door is ajar still.
Yeah.
So
It is.
And I can't say anything to you because my jaw just got smashed.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, sweet chin music to the mouth.
so I'm gonna try. Is it clear which one has the keys?
The one that
Or
just
is-
sweet chin music him in the face. Yeah. For
Excellent.
sure has the keys. She's
So-
wearing like a tunic. Also, her legs are pretty exposed. But yeah, she's kind of hot too.
Does she have red hair? Any scales?
No scales.
All right,
Not
so-
red hair either, but
Tydox
actually
is going
one
to.
of them has like silver hair, which is pretty nice. They're both actually extremely attractive.
Because they're elves.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tydox is gonna again try to make a distraction, and the goal is to disorient them enough to where I can try to steal like a weapon.
Okay.
Like hopefully they use a dagger, because if they use like a great sword, Tydox's whole plan is fucked.
They look like they're using fists and their legs, but
Okay. Well, okay. If there's no weapons, I'm trying to take the keys, but yeah.
I'll let you roll. You can roll something. We'll say we'll give you an investigation to see what they have on their bodies.
All right. To make a distraction, yeah, Tydox is gonna jump down and just yell at them, hey, don't you want some of this? And he's gonna rip his little pants off and just fucking. He is now also naked. He's just gonna throw the pants and try to.
I just want everyone to know this is not how I thought this was gonna go. I thought putting Raven and Tydox together this little stuff. I thought so many things are gonna happen.
They were supposed to be the sensible ones.
Yeah, well.
I 100% thought I was like they're gonna come up with some creative, fun little way to do that. It is creative and fun and crazy. I love it. Keep going, go off. A 180 from what I thought was gonna happen. All right, I put these two together knowing, hey, you know, they're gonna do some cool shit. This is gonna be hilarious and fun. They did some cool shit. It was hilarious and fun. Not what I was expecting.
Just took a right at Albuquerque. We should have taken a left, but it's fine.
Crazy,
We're gonna get
pretty
there.
crazy. I love it. Roll a performance.
Shirts and skins was not in
Performance check.
the script.
Yeah. Mine's still called I think it's Sex, Drugs, and Andariel. But oh yes. I don't think I have any performance.
No, you
No.
don't.
So I got a 17. But 17.
They immediately both look at you and they're like, oh god, the little goblin is naked. Cover your eyes. And then they start closing their eyes, and then the other one goes to kick you right in the face blindfolded. So
Well, yeah,
she's gonna roll at
'cause
disadvantage. 'cause
I
she's
want to
confused.
steal the keys. Or I want to make it known that we can steal the keys because they're in the cell.
Okay.
You feel me? Okay.
Who are you gonna make that ode to? What are you gonna say? Are you gonna say, or what are you gonna do? I'll tell you. What's your AC
I'll-
without
What's
this-
my
no armor?
AC? Oh, I gotta take that off. Hold on. fucking probably awful. But let it load. Let it load.
I think it is
13.
very awful. Yeah.
This is bad.
Even with the disadvantage, she kicks you right in the mouth for 4 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
She can't see, but she is a high-powered lady.
Okay.
You get a heal to the mouth, basically.
But was she wearing shoes?
She was, yeah.
No. Well, that's exciting.
Damn. Yeah, I was like, Tech Bunny was there, just like, Tech Bunny's like, no.
Yeah, you take a heel to the mouth, basically.
You
can still work with that.
The plan's all coming together, and he's like, the one that's got shoes. Fuck.
They both do.
But as I was, getting kicked, I'd be like, the keys.
And then I'm going to.
Oh yeah.
I heard him, and then I'm going to try to reach for and steal the keys.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
Ooh. 16.
16. You grab those keys, man.
All right, and then
You
I want
snack.
to essentially little bar trick I picked up. Put the keys like in between my fingers, and I want to swing and
Okay.
basically use them as a handmade
You
weapon.
want to sucker punch this lady. Got it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Perfect.
I don't
we'll do
Quality.
discriminate in my bar fights.
Yes. We're not playing
so-
fair.
You can add your proficiency to this, so instead of it being a +2, it'll be a +5.
Okay. 18.
You fucking sweet chin music. You fucking sucker punch this chick right in the face.
Yeah.
What do you want me to roll for damage, or do I need?
It's a flat damage amount. Yours
Okay.
is 0 because it doesn't have it, but we'll use your dex instead. So you do 2 points of damage. Right.
Okay.
Actually, go ahead and roll your dagger damage, because I'm assuming this is more like a brass knuckle type thing than.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll that 1d4 plus 3, and we'll see.
7.
7, sick, dude. Yeah, you freaking knock this
Clocked her.
chick right out. And yeah, you knock one of them out. The other one stares at you, appalled at what just happened, and she goes to kick you right in the side of the neck. She whiffs, so you see her miss, and then is now like in between you and Tydox.
What was that?
I'm not sure.
I think that was my alarm.
Oh,
That's crazy.
All right, Tydox, you're up.
Okay. So he's got the keys, right? And
He's
we're
got the keys.
like I don't want I no.
You could lock them in their own cage.
That was the plan, but he fucking knocked
That
one
was-
out.
I
So
thought that
now
was the
we're so now we're like,
I mean, there's still
fisticuffs.
one standing. We can figure something out.
Yeah, but now we have numbers. And
That's true.
There's also 4, so there's 2 other ones that have not come
yeah,
out.
so we don't want them to like all yell at us, right? So do we kind of have a pseudo rotation of combat?
Sort of, yeah. I have it in my head.
Okay.
You're
'Cause
up,
I think-
Raven's up, and then she's
Yeah.
up.
What I'm gonna try to do is like get almost like the Tom and Jerry antics kind of thing where he goes behind her legs to like punch down so that Raven can push her over, I was gonna try to grapple, but I think it would probably just immediately fail. So we're gonna we're gonna comedic relief this whole fucking scene, and I'm just gonna try to trip this girl.
Okay. Try to chop her. Got it.
Yeah, right.
High lower is what we call
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Love it. Raven, you get an advantage on your attack.
Okay.
On your action. Hint, hint.
15.
15
You're gonna kill her.
hits, man. You sucker punch her right in the head again, or
Oh, I'm
are you just pushing her down?
I'm gonna like punch her right in the chest to like kind of force
Nice.
momentum to knock her over. So 6 damage.
6 is enough to knock her down. So you hit her right in the chest, push her over the top of Tydox. She trips over, falls. She's still awake, but she's now on the ground. And then you, completely naked. What do you do next? Are you trying to leave?
I am totally dressing up in the guard's outfit because I'm an elf and it's my height.
Okay. Perfect. They're very feminine.
You're gonna slay. Holy.
outfit. So you take
So
off
I like a
this
little V-cut.
this elf's clothes. YouTube viewers, I'm so sorry that I made them women. But you take off these girl outfits.
Are they designed by Hugo Boss? That's what really matters.
Yeah, they're Louis Vuitton actually.
Damn.
Very nice, sleek, slender, classic fantasy girl armor. And so not very protective on anything that matters, like your internal organs or anything like that. So there you go.
And then after, I'm gonna walk over, pick up the shirt, and go back to Tydex. Thanks, little buddy. Here you go.
I got my shirt back.
It's also pantless at this point.
I was gonna say, I don't know where my pants went, but we got a shirt. And I feel like the shirt and suspenders are like together. So now we're like, what am I gonna use these suspenders on?
Well, if you turn the shirt upside down, basically pants.
It's a good idea.
And he'll do that. I can turn his shirt upside down, put it on, suspenders, hooks it. All right.
We should probably figure out how to get past the other two, or however many there are out there. I don't think it'll go as well if we try that with them.
Yeah, we need to find our stuff.
Yes.
Kind of feel naked without all my beard.
he said it.
Do
Okay,
we hear the other 2 guards nearby or like encroaching or anything?
They have sounded quite quiet at this point. I mean, you would have assumed if they were close, when the other guards ran to the other room, that they would have like called to them. It looks like they were kind of embarrassed that you guys escaped, and so they did not call the other ones closer to you guys. But you guys are you guys gonna leave the door closed or open?
Oh,
Or
we're
lock it?
fucking closing that
Locking
door, and it
them
is
in.
locked. My God, like they ain't coming out of there.
I actually, correction. I'm going to lock them in a different cell so that they can't. Even though, like, logically they can't fit through the hole, but just because I know the hole is there, I don't want them like any opportunity
Sweet.
to escape.
Perfect.
Just to make it clear.
Cool. All right.
They're-
We'll
they-
go. We'll
Separate
go
cells.
back as you guys have entered and you have now found your freedom intact. We will go back to our maze. Friends, Show, and Jared. You guys hear the unseen servant say, well, there's more doors this way. What do we do?
Excellent, Jeff. Excellent work, Jeffrey. Try them out. Try all of them. One of them has to go somewhere.
So there's 3 doors this time. Do I still go the right one? You said right before.
Yes, just keep going right. Keep going right,
Okay.
and then if you hit a dead end or you find an exit, you tell us.
Aye, aye, sir. And you see him. Well, you don't see him, but you hear him sprint off eerily. You guys head towards the celestial side of the thing. As you guys go, you guys uh, enter into a larger room where there is gemstones here. It looks like to be like a vault of some sort. Um, there's like, necklaces, jewelry, stuff like that is like here in this side.
So is it like just scattered all over the place like a treasure room?
Similar.
Is it on pedestals or is it just kind of like
They're
people
like
just
on like cargo boxes, like things like that. It looks like
Raiders of the Lost Ark, like Indiana Jones type stuff?
yeah, yeah. There's like paintings and stuff like that here.
Is there anything that Captain Urt can wear? Fashion
What,
is
you
the
a
true end
pirate?
game.
You just gonna start looting?
They took my girl, so I gotta steal their precious items. That's my
Oh, you're
excuse.
gonna get her a gift, huh? Maybe some
Yeah.
new earrings or something.
Here's with the earrings, and this is my sword.
Interesting. I guess I'll take like a look at the stuff and kind of like, is there anything that looks useful, I guess, or anything like that?
Useful is a hard word to describe. But there are things in this thing that like certainly look nice. It looks as though is like treasures, paintings, stuff like that. The I will tell you, I'll let you guys roll investigation or perception while you're here in this room.
I got a 10.
On investigation or perception?
Investigation. Actually, he
as
would have done a
you're-
perception. Actually, perception.
As you're looking at it, you don't really know much about jewelry or things. Anybody else roll anything? Sorry, before I go.
I think I'm trying to think what Captain Urt will be looking for if he sees all this like gold and stuff like that. I think Captain Urt, it's kind of a long shot, but he's looking for anything. It's like silver, like
Okay.
Captain Urt, just to catch his attention.
Okay,
I'll
you can roll it.
upstairs.
You
Makes
can roll
sense.
investigation as well, and then
Was that an investigation? Yeah. 12.
perfect.
Right.
Jared, are you gonna roll to
Yeah.
look for anything specific? What are you looking for? Are you gonna steal from these this elven gang?
Do it.
You know what?
He's like, when in
Jared
Rome.
has standards. No, Jared has standards. He won't steal. He won't steal
Okay.
from people that are still alive.
Are you gonna ban these people for stealing, or are you just
No,
gonna let this happen?
no, he's not gonna. I mean, he's gonna have his own standards. He's not gonna stand up for them.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree. I think so. You begin to look around and you see that there are a lot of things. You notice you said you had a
Yeah.
12, right? And then a 10. So most of the stuff that you're looking for, both of you guys, because it'll be the same thing either way. You guys notice that a lot of the stuff looks very like antique, very valuable. If the right person were to have it, you could sell something like that. So as far as like useful goes, plenty of it could be used for something for the right buyer. Specifically, something to wear. You notice, or there's a silver crown, kind of like not a tiara, but like a dapadin, like it goes basically like down like this. That's silver, with crystal blue um, gemstones in it. It's the
What is
only
it called?
like
A Dapadin?
yeah, it's something like that. It's
It's like
down,
what Aragon wears for the rings.
yeah, yeah. It goes down instead of up, like most
Okay.
crowns. So the crown goes like down this way. Ravenclaw has it. It's a Horcrux, and I think she wears one like that, basically. But it goes down instead of up, basically.
Mm.
And so it's silver, kind of like it looks kind of like branches, and inside the branches are crystal clear gemstones. Looks like it could be worth a lot of money.
I think Mert just probably not really thinking it's worth anything in particular. He's just, it's cool, it's shiny, it kind of reminds him of himself, which is his favorite subject. Um, I think Mert would probably actually just grab it, and I think he put it on just for fun.
Perfect. Give me a charisma saving throw.
Perfect.
Mm. 20. 30, 20.
20. You feel as though there's whispers that begin to talk inside your head as you put this on, but you are able to block them out for now.
And and then I just keep it on and be like, I'd probably just the first person who's closer to me, Show
Yeah,
or
show or
Sh-
Jared, one of them.
yeah. I probably just look to I'm just assuming I'm closer to Show, but hey, Show, check this out. That's pretty nice.
Oh, so I get a captain's hat. Now you want to be a king, huh? No. And so, like, I think probably tries to take it off his head and like throws it.
Oh,
You're actually
but
not able to take it off. You try to take it off his head. It looks like it latches onto its head.
well, I was gonna say Capmer wouldn't allow it. He'd probably like fight back,
Oh,
or just
yeah.
like kind of push Show off.
Perfect. Yeah, that works too. You notice, Show, as you go to like knock it off, though, it's like very firm on his head.
What's got stuck on your big old head, Captain? Like, that's. Whatever. If you want to steal something, that's on you.
It's not stuck on.
I'm gonna steal something too. And she'll just take something, like, doesn't even know what he's taking. He just grabs something and he keeps on like walking.
And then-
Roll a straight d20.
Oh,
I got a natural 1.
You get a little goblet
Mhm.
that has
Is it like this?
it's exactly like that. It has a little eye on it as well.
Oh gosh.
Oh, is the I would just grab the. Out of curiosity, is it actually stuck on my head?
It's stuck. Yeah, it cannot.
Okay.
move.
And then I would. It shows like after hearing Show's like, it's stuck on your head now. I'm like, it's not stuck on my head. And then Camera would try to grab. He's like, oh crap, my big old head is actually stuck on this thing. And then I would try to pull it out, not realizing anything else. And it's not coming off of him. And he's like, I'll get it off later.
Yep. And now you have this crown that is now fully attached to your head.
Does it hurt or anything like? Well, I guess not. But
It appears. You don't know. I'll just tell
Yeah.
you. You don't know.
Okay.
You did pass, so good job. Other things would have happened if you didn't pass. But okay.
It's a
Inside
nice
this
crowd,
room,
though.
there are no other doors. It looks like this was kind of it. It was just a solo room on the left side. So
Okay, so then I think Show then turns around and he keeps like makes a direct 180 and then keeps on going like left essentially. So back out the room and then goes to the
so
next left.
as you go to the right, which would have been it would have been straight
Mhm.
ahead at this point.
Mhm.
You would have come to 3 doors. Jeffrey had told you guys he went right. And then
Okay.
there's a left and a middle. So
Go
if
left
you-
again.
You went to the left. Okay. You continue down the pathway. The pathway goes on for a little bit, and it runs into a right and a left.
Left again.
Okay, the left leads to nothing.
Is it a
Okay,
dead end?
Yeah.
Okay.
then turn around and go to the right side.
Okay, the right leads to what appears to be a hole in the ground, but there does look like there's more path ahead.
Hmm. So, well, back up and he'll try to leap over it with his boots of leaping.
Perfect.
How big is the hole?
It is like 20 feet. It's like a pit.
Mm-mm.
So, with your little swinging shoes, you're able to clear the distance, no problem. And the path looks like it continues that way, but now you have two friends who are stuck on the other side.
I think Sho will be like, y'all just stay back there and I'm gonna go check out what's ahead, okay?
Yeah, be careful, Sho. We'll be right here.
Tell me what to do. I'm the captain. And Sho leaves, turns around, and he goes.
I was like, and I'm the king. Can we see down this pit out of curiosity?
um, you can see that it goes down for a very, very long ways. And at the bottom of it appears to be bones.
So we can see like bones at the very bottom of it?
Yep.
Okay. It's pretty well lit, I guess we can just see things. Okay. What is there? Okay. How does jumping work in this game?
Well, I mean, there are lights around,
Yeah,
but
we can just see.
the lights have
Okay.
that blue hue to them, the fairy fire.
What's that? I've never heard of that before in my life.
I'm stupid. And I turn around and I leave.
Perfect. You come to another triple path. There's a left, a center, and a right.
Sho goes left again.
Okay. Show continues going left. Your path then breaks to two lefts.
I take the most leftist of the lefts.
Perfect. It leads to a dead end.
Out of
Okay, then I
curiosity,
take the most rightist of the left.
how long has this been since Sho left? Just a couple minutes, or just a
It
couple seconds?
feels it's pretty far ways, so it feels like a couple minutes have gone by. Probably like 5-10 minutes, enough time for
I probably would have asked by like 5 minutes and like maybe even 3. Like, Sho, are you like you yell out to Sho? Sho,
Would
you
I
see
be able to
anything?
hear him?
barely. You can hear.
And Sho just keeps on going about his business.
Wait, what did you?
I'm
you cut out.
fine.
Oh, I thought you said something else. My mind.
Your mic cut out, and all I could hear, I could see, was one syllable with the F word.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I was like, all right, dang, all right. No, yeah, you barely hear, or, but you go to the rightmost left, and you continue. The path continues forward, on and on and on, and this path feels as though it's endless until you run into a mirror of yourself.
I think Sho kind of like goes up to the mirror and he like kind of like peers at it and like kind of taps it.
Okay, you tap on it, and the mirror taps back.
Ooh. Mirror.
It's Mimir.
Uh,
No.
the, the mirror is looking at you, peering back at you. What do you see when you're looking at this mirror?
me, I see.
And it just is staring back at me.
Yeah, it looks. What are you wearing? What do you like? What's the?
Oh. Sho has kind of like
It's not often I feel like
blonde.
you look at yourself in the mirror. So like
Yeah.
this is like.
He has like longer, like to his eye, like cheekbone level, blonde hair, kind of like 90s, Leonardo DiCaprio type of hair, kind of like that. And then, he has blue eyes, and I think he realizes that he's like kind of like dirty, I think, and like kind of almost like frostbitten because of the cold that he's been enduring the last like a couple days, and he has red cheeks, and his clothes are pretty scraggly. And I don't think though he thinks he looks really any different than what he's like used to. This is kind of like the normalness of like his life of just being kind of dirty and scraggly and tired type of things.
Perfect. And he stares back at you. Showed looks um, all those things, but somehow more. As you continue to look at him, he looks a little bit stronger. He looks a little bit neater. He looks as though, the more and more you stare at him, he looks at you as if everything about him is perfect.
Doom.
He's everything
Do
you've
a
ever
show.
wanted. He's got a bigger captain's hat. He,
It's
the more you
fucking
stare
like
at him,
ginormous. It's like a 6 foot tall captain's hat.
not
The
only
biggest feather you've ever seen.
It's called a
He-
plume.
you see him like really strong. His muscles are like tight. He looks though he's what you want to be, as he's staring back at you.
This is pretty freaky. I don't think though Show's particularly interested in it. I think he just thinks it's more like this is a weird magic trick, like ragged trick. Like you see stuff like this kind of in the circus. And I think he would, if there's nothing else in the room, he would just turn around and leave.
Perfect. As you turn around, you feel something tug on you.
And Show turns back around to look at the mirror.
And the mirror is staring back at you, but this time about a foot closer to you.
Show turns around and looks at the mirror, and then he walks backwards out of the room.
And you see the mirror just give you one of these as you
Ah.
walk by. And you back up and back out of the little part. You go back towards what amounts to the pit. And you cross back over. You've pretty much gone to these sides.
I think Show will be like, there's a real freaky mirror back there if you guys want to see something fun. And then he's just like, yeah, I don't know though. It tried to grab me though. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't think mirrors are supposed to, do that. But who am I
That is
supposed to?
Did you see anything else in there besides the weird mirror?
No, I
Was
ran
it-
into the dead end on the most leftist left, but the right left, that's the one with the mirror.
Well, sounds like it was just another dead end with a weird thing in it. Maybe we should just go a different way.
I don't know. If you want a mirror, I feel like the mirror is kind of like Jared's vibe. It made me look all buff, and it made me like all strong, and had this really big hat.
Do you want to go see it, Jared, or?
Well, it sounds tempting, but there is the matter of the big gap.
That is a pretty big gap.
Don't worry, I can fix that. And then can I grab Jared and launch him? not even thinking, just grab him and throw him.
Roll me an athletics check.
Is it athletics or is it strong?
Same thing, but this
Okay.
one gives you. You're not proficient in it either way. So
16.
16. Jared, roll me a acrobatics or a.
Yeah. I think acrobatics.
Okay.
14.
14. You land on your hands and knees, but you don't take
Ooh.
any damage.
So Cameron's just, Jared was like, "Oh, there's this big hole. Don't worry, I got you." And Cameron's just gonna launch Jared, just grab him from like his trousers, throw him.
You
And then
land on
Jared-
the
right on the
feet.
knees. All that damage to the joint.
Yeah.
Show, I think, pushes Captain there, and he says, "You're supposed to ask for consent."
Wait, aren't you on the other side?
Yeah,
You're on the other side. You're still on the other side.
Over, I thought.
I
Oh.
thought you were yelling from the
No,
other
that's
side
fine.
of the pit.
I'll
Because I was
still
gonna say, you land. Jared lands right at your feet.
Okay, that's fine.
This episode's all about consent.
We'll get there.
I'm like, oh, now I just gotta get my ass across there. And then I guess Captain Merch's gonna try and get a running start and then just yeet his lizard ass all the way across.
Go ahead and roll me another athletics.
Oh shit. I'm gonna fall straight into this freaking pit. Alright.
Hopefully.
Oh shit. 7.
That sounds good.
A 7, nice. You run and jump, and you hit the side. You're kind of a big guy. It was easier to throw Jared. It was.
Armor's heavy.
You're
Yeah.
able to like hold on to the edge right here, but you can't pull yourself up in this moment. So Jared and Sho can either leave you or help you up. You do take 3 points of damage.
Oh yeah, because it's a big hurt. I just hear a loud poof, and Captain Merch's like, oh damn it. Oh,
it
can
just-
you
it-
guys
It
help
really
me
reverberates
up?
through your armor.
I know.
Joe walks up to the ledge and he like squats down and he gets really close and he says, "Say I'm the captain and I'll pull you up."
And I'm just like, I'm never calling you the captain, Show. And then it's just,
The captain.
you're not the captain.
I'm the captain.
I'm gonna, and then can I? Because if he's, I'm not gonna submit. So I think what Cap Merch's gonna
no.
do is he's gonna try and grab Show, and I don't know if he's gonna succeed, but
Okay.
and just to try and pull himself up.
No.
You rolled a 7. The DC was to beat was a 10, so I gave
Oh.
you a chance at the 7. I'll give you one more opportunity to kind of like grab, leap, but it is very slippery where you're
Yeah,
at. So you're already
Honestly,
like, it's already hard. If you do fail this one, I will tell you you're gonna fall into this pit.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
ready.
Fine,
So
you
it's
can
gonna
take
be
it.
another. It's gonna be another athletics check. The
Okay,
DC is a 16.
let's do it.
Okay, so you know the stakes.
Yep, I'm ready. I'm sending it. Cap Merch's like, I'm not calling you the captain, and then in frustration, he's gonna go like reach towards Show, and then I got 19 plus 4.
And 2 plus 4, perfect.
And
You're
it's
able to grab onto Show enough to kind of claw your way up. Show take 3 points of damage.
Your stupid claws are scratching me.
Oh, shut up! And then I'm just like lumber myself over and then to grab shit to just lumber. I like end up laying right on top of leg, and then I finally get myself up. Get up, Show. This is on you,
Want
really.
me to get up? It's on me. Do you want to fight right now, Captain? Because I'll push you back down that hole.
You want to lose?
You do have that opportunity right here.
Roll
I,
initiative
I,
for the
I think Shell's gonna go for it, man.
I-
He's like, I think
Tensions
he's gonna
are high.
purposely push him. Oh, just think about
They
it.
might, right? Maybe Show's like,
I-
because he says, "Get off me, Captain." Yeah, because remember, I landed on top of you, and so maybe I don't know.
You had. I mean, you're. I think it's very in character for this interaction to happen. The
I'm gonna push him.
consequences of this action, though, are what I think is hilarious. So, Show, you go to push him. Roll a to hit. Basically, like your grapple on him.
18 plus 7, 25.
Perfect. I don't think you're going to be able to beat this, but or roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I don't think I'm. No, I don't. It's not possible because I would need to. I have a 0, so
The
no matter
only
what.
way, the only way that because a nat
yeah,
20
yeah,
is an
yeah.
automatic success.
Oh, is that what it is? So
But
I
I'd
have
like
to
to
roll.
change. I would like to change. So I don't
No.
think I don't think I would push him. I think I would be like though. I would like push him off of him and then put him in like a headlock and be like, "Thanks, Captain." Like.
I don't know. I'm ready to go in that pit. Whatever you want, though.
Unfortunately,
I'm
you've
like,
already
if he's
said.
right there. Okay,
Already
that's fine.
said what you said. I'll describe what happens after.
I do
okay?
have a question. If I fail, can I get a chance to bring Show with me, or does
Yep.
it more than not work? Okay. So I just roll a straight Dex saving throw, and I gotta get a nat 20, which is nope. I got a 14.
Okay, so I'll describe what happens. I'll give you each one more chance to do something after this thing. So you guys climb up, or you claw into the side of Show to gather yourself up. As you're like getting yourself down, you feel Show pushes onto your shoulders and pulls you far enough. You start to fall over. Show grabs onto you and has leverage to drop you or to accept you back in. Okay. But you are at a disadvantage to like do anything except for to pull Show with you. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will allow Show to go first to see if he's gonna drop you or pull you closer. Okay. And depending on that action, or I will give you an option to either accept it or to pull back. Okay.
Okay.
You guys cool with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
PvP, you're gonna kill each other. I
Let's
love
do it. I'm ready.
Together.
For the viewers at home, they are boyfriend and girlfriend, so it's very funny.
And this is very on brand.
It's very on brand for it. It's so funny to me. And I love it. Show, you first up. You can either accept him to pull him up closer or drop him.
I just
Shell
clawed
would pull
into you.
him closer, but it would not be like it would be like an intimidating movie, like say I'm the captain and he's pulling him like up like to like I don't know, to like I almost like want to pull him up to like throw him back down, like to get
like a
space.
suplex almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine it's more like Mufasa Scar, like you're on top of him, like imagine you're like holding him like over the edge basically. You like pushed him and like grabbed him where he's like falling back like this onto the edge. And so you're like leaning down on him and you can either like pull you and him up, or Ert can pull you back, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So it's less like I can pull him up and do something. It's either like I'm gonna have to force my whole body up, or Ert's gonna be able to also like you're also kind of falling through with this at the same time. Like you can drop him and be fine, but you're in a position to like, you know, where you're gonna have to like really force yourself. Ert's a big guy too. You're very strong, but Ert's like big.
I'm a chonker. Big
Wait
chonker,
for
big
both
conker.
Wait for both of you to fall, and it's
I
gonna
just-
be up to Jared to save you guys.
Yep.
It's not just a guy, Jeffrey.
I know, right? Jeffrey's just.
I haven't found the exit, sir.
That's fine. Just take a left and then a left.
Sir,
Well
I've
taken.
already taken multiple rights.
Right. So, undo those.
Left,
Stop
right,
taking-
and then right. Wait, center.
No, wait, right.
Okay, go right. Got it. I'll go right.
That's fine. All right, I got this.
Show, what do you do in this moment?
Show looks at Captain Ert and he says, I think you've been bested, Captain. Now, do you want me to let you go off this ledge, or I can use some kindness and I can lift you back up here? But I think we all know who won this fight.
You didn't win anything. You're only winning default.
You're
As I'm
only-
like saying this, because like the only reason why you're winning this is I had a bad fall, Show. You will.
The circumstances don't matter. This is life. You should have made your jump. I had no problem making my jump.
I could have easily made a jump if I was 110 pounds and nothing. Whatever you weigh.
Weigh 110 pounds.
That's right. You weigh 110. I don't know how much you weigh. I'm just throwing out numbers. I'm a big old dragon. It's like 700 pounds. I don't know.
I was like,
whatever.
oh, so you think I'm skinny?
Yeah, you're like, oh.
No, again, but after that show's like, fuck pocket. Fuck you! I'm gonna drop you off this ledge, and he does it. He fucking drops him.
And then Captain Urt can, if he just drops, I don't know if Captain Urt wants to sweep, if he's able to sweep his tail, and he's bringing Show with him.
You have the ability to sweep your tail is the only option.
All right, I'm sweeping my tail. I'm trying to bring Show with me. I'm like, we're playing this game. We're doing PvP right now.
You have to roll a 2-hit.
Okay. What does that mean?
Just a regular like D20.
D20? Okay.
Your thing to beat is a 17.
Okay,
As
we're
we
doing
set
it.
the scene.
As we set the scene. So
Or
Show's
if
like,
they're
I'm
trying
tired
to
of this, and just
Hey,
and it just basically drops Captain Urt, and then Captain Urt's like, oh shit. He's like, yeah, she did it. And so he's just gonna try and do basically like a 180 and wrap his tail and just basically try to get Show and
Oh, and
do
before
this.
you roll,
Can
you roll it in D&D Beyond?
Oh yeah, I'm doing D&D Beyond? Yeah.
Yep. For everybody to see, so that it's as fair as possible.
Damn, it's not as much fun. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Did it work?
Don't lie.
Oh, here we go.
13.
Sorry.
Hold on. 13
Oh, okay.
plus 4.
Okay. So what, 17?
17.
Why do I get plus 4?
Because that's
Modifier?
your strength modifier.
Oh, okay.
And so that's what you would have rolled with it. So a 13 plus 4 is a 17. A 17 meets it. It beats it.
No.
And so Show, as you have let go of
But
Urt,
with me.
you
It's like a scene from
feel
the Balrog.
your-
Captain Urt's like tail comes up out of the whip.
Your hands-
Grabs Show and pop.
your
Come with me.
hands are tied. You have done what you've done. As you begin to turn around, you feel Captain Urt's tail wrap around your leg and pull you into the pit with you. And both of you guys fall and fall and fall. Raven, in Tie Dogs. We'll pause there.
And Jared's just like, these
Jeffrey!
fucking suck. Yeah,
The situation is quickly deteriorating.
Jared, you watch as your only 2 companions fall.
Leaving me in the
fall.
maze.
Your unseen
Like-
servant has no idea where to find you. You are now alone. Raven, Tydox, you
Yes.
guys have gained your freedom. What do you guys do?
For now.
You're gonna have to come rescue us.
Well, I don't
Well-
think we want to stay in these cells, so.
You have no idea any of that happened.
Nope.
Yeah. So.
We're
I
we're
wanna see
really
what's
we're
outside
looking
the
at the
door.
feng shui of our team, hoping that they're gonna be on the other side of this door, all knights and shining, right? And
Abs.
like, thank you for saving us. Nope, it's all on fire. This is fine. I don't. So we have 2 guards.
So now they're unconscious in the cell, but we still have the 2 out there. I don't have any ways of aiding in a fight. We could try to distract again.
Well, I don't really hear them outside, so we could just kind of peer out and just get a lay of the land of what we're dealing with out there.
Okay. I will wait for your reconnaissance.
Because Tydex is not sneaking anywhere. I mean, I don't know if I would technically have disadvantage without the armor
Mm-mm.
because I took it off, but still, it's not like it's.
You wouldn't. You would have disadvantage.
I would. Okay.
No, you
'Cause
would
I was
not.
like,
It would
Oh,
be
I
odd.
wouldn't. Well, my
Yeah.
dexterity is still like a negative
It's still low.
modifier.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
That's
not
true.
what gives you disadvantage. What gives you disadvantage is your armor.
Is the armor okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So you took it off. You go and look at
Well.
your character. You'll see that's not disadvantage.
As the one who
Okay.
has the better.
I have my earphones on still.
Okay, you're good. You're good. I say, as the one who has the better stealth modifier, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, not negative.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm essentially gonna just drop down to my knees and just kind of like scurry, like towards the door and just peek out, like outside the door and just try to see, what's out there, whatever I can see.
Great.
All
Now
right,
we
so you
wait.
go, and I can hear you. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're
You
good.
scurry down. Roll a stealth.
Okay.
Sorry, I was holding that, and that last scene was so intense. I was like, "Oh my god, I can't stop."
It's all right. Streaming on the stream. 12.
12. 12. You're able to kind of sneak through and walk. You're crawling around. Go ahead and roll me a perception with advantage because a 12 passes your way.
14.
14. Okay, with a 14, you hear those voices again. They're still a little bit of ways away. You've kind of walked and crawled into like a corridor. It's a bigger like room that's fairly empty. Those voices are pretty far away. The sound of like the mechanical buzzing and stuff. You notice that there's like a like seat there that looks to be like a old school like table or like a doctor's like table, like you guys have kind of seen one. Tydox would definitely know it, remember it from Wilhelm, but it looks to be like something to like strap somebody onto.
So I'm gonna get out. I look around. Don't really see much, and then I'm just gonna give a bunch of just like what I think are useful hand signals to Tydox.
Yeah.
Basically telling him to follow me.
Tydox, go ahead and roll me a. I don't even know what this would be.
Fucking
Roll me a survival.
a survival? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh
I mean, I was
no.
gonna do-
It's a 12. Fucking hate. I rolled.
Do you know about 60% of what he just said? The other 40% complete gibberish.
Love it, because Tydox would act like he understood all of the things, but realistically, he's like, I'm just going where I'm gonna be behind him. Like we will not be separated. So.
All right, so you
We-
walk into this thing, you get close to him. You notice that there's like the voices, which would have been further down in front of you. There's also a door to your right.
So the voices are coming from straight, but the doors to the
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah, so and straight and then basically to your leftish, and then there's a door to your right.
And then I'd whisper to Tydox, like, I hear them a little bit further down. We can keep going and try to sneak around them, or we can head out that door and just try to find another way out.
Well, I guess we don't really know if there would be another opportunity to get around them. We know that they aren't on the other side of the door. I'm willing to trust your judgment.
Do what? Ah, shit. Like, did we see anything like our gear in this room?
Not in the
Just,
initial
like-
room that you're in.
Well, not in the cell, but once we got into this room,
Yeah,
we
that's
didn't
just
see
not in that
anything,
room.
right?
Because we should probably try to find something of use to make some type of stand if we do get caught.
Well, let's go check out this door, see where it leads, see if there's anything useful back there.
Okay.
Best case, we find our gear. Worst case, we hopefully find a way out.
Yep.
All right, so you go up to that.
I was gonna say, and Tyrox is like, that is absolutely not best and worst case, but
You guys go up to that door. It is locked. When you try to jiggle it or move it, anything, you notice that it is a locked door.
Can I try out the
Can't
keys that I have?
Yep.
Okay, I want to.
So you're on a bit of a time limit just
Okay.
because of the other guards. So I'll let you roll 3 times to see if you have the right roll. Okay. You have to roll an 18 or higher. Okay, and you can roll your sleight of hand. Okay.
Sleight of hand.
The reason it's an 18 is because there's multiple keys on this key ring, and to find the right one within the time period that you need, right? You only have this many options, right? If you had limited time, you could try all of them. You know.
Is there a way for Tydox to assist in this?
How do you assist? And maybe. Is there a way that you can analyze the door and see?
I was trying to think of a way to do like an investigation or even a history, because like I could. Yeah, I think the first step would be to analyze the door to see if there's anything that is different about this door than the cells, so we could try to narrow down cell keys versus just door keys.
You can make a conjecture on how in the world you would know a history or an investigation. You tell me, and I'll let you roll one of those. What about your character would know the history or you investigating this door, door mechanics? If you can give me a solid answer for that, I will let you roll one of those.
So, the only thing that I think would, and we're going to try to do more history, because we used to work in the armory for the military. So some of the things we were in charge of making and maintaining were cells and near the prisoners. They are very simple locks. Like a cell lock isn't that intricate. You've put somebody who is probably restrained, unarmed, not a threat in this cage. You could basically put a single pin key in there and it would be sufficient because they don't have it. Versus a like interior door lock that you don't want like somebody to be able to pick, right? Yeah. So the amount of pins in a cell key versus the intricacy of a door key is kind of what we're going off of here. Like,
I like it. Roll a history check, and depending on your roll, I will. It'll affect Raven's roll.
Will affect. That's a 27.
27.
16 plus 11.
So you begin to tell him kind of the idea. Check. You limit down Raven's key choices to about, instead of it being like, because this is a key ring of like 30, you limit it to like, okay, this key would probably answer in about 10, so a third of it. Okay.
Yeah.
So instead of getting 3 shots at it, you now get 5 shots. Okay, because now you have a little bit.
Okay.
Again, the DC is 18.
All right, and he said sleight of hand.
Yep.
Oh, 14 on the first one. 16.
Okay, so you're getting closer.
5.
Oh no.
That one was really wrong.
I'm pretty sure I told you not this type of key.
Sorry, I miscounted the prongs on it. 12. Stallion, blow on this one. Blow on this one. 4.
No.
4.
And poor, it got worse as time went on. It's like he got more and more nervous.
So I'll describe what happens. So you're fiddling with these keys, you're trying one. You can go a little faster because Tyler just gave you these like hints, so you're able to do a little bit more. But because you're going fast, the first one goes into the thing pretty great, but it doesn't actually turn it at all. The second one you put in, but I don't know if you ever put in like a USB thing, you know how you like put it in and then you put it in the other way. So you put it in, it like fits perfectly, and when you're like, this should definitely work, and then it doesn't go, but you're like, no, it didn't work, so let me try some of these other ones. And so you go for the third, the fourth, and the fifth, and none of them work nearly as good as the And so this door remains locked. And as you guys go, you hear voices begin to appear as you guys are going. And so these voices come in this room holding Elizabeth. And Elizabeth looks to be unconscious. They haven't noticed you just yet, but that is what you notice from the beginning is Elizabeth is unconscious, and they're carrying her basically into this room. So they're now in this room. You guys have one more action to either hide, attack, do something, but you now see there's two people who are in front of you holding Elizabeth.
Two.
Two women. Yes,
Two women. Yeah.
Two females.
Still
Okay.
two women.
They're
Take off your
girls.
pants.
Yeah. Hey, this worked last time. Oh no.
We had the element of surprise in a big way last time. We kind of do this time. I don't know if it's that big though. So here's what I'm thinking.
I don't.
We can either get into a hiding position.
Yeah.
Or, because we still don't know what's behind this door, we can take one last shot at this door.
You can absolutely take one last shot at the door.
But you know what I've been rolling. Would you trust me on the crafts table? That's all I'm saying.
I love it. Let's send it to the door. We're like, shit. All right, let's go to the door.
All right.
Wait. Okay, do these guards have shoes?
Yeah.
To the door. Fuck it.
Tydox, I'll let you get one more thing if you can come up with some crazy hairbell like reason activity in 6 seconds. It would take 6 seconds for you to be able to help him in any way. We'll get one more shot at it.
6 seconds
or less.
Could you have analyzed the keys that I was using?
Process of elimination.
So you're like, that one worked the best. Try one of these to like narrow it down.
I was gonna say, is there a statistical reason to try to do something? Yeah, I don't have any other special like itches, so.
The drama, dude.
Oh wait.
Got so drama he had to go get a bowl of cereal, dude. I love it.
Whoa, it's intense.
Yeah.
I am going to, as an action, do the fuck. Can I cast like pseudo emboldening bond? They can roll a D4 to add it to any attack roll, an ability check, or saving throw that they make, because it's within 30 feet of me. We can, if you agree, and this is a flavor texting of like the bro moment of like, all right, man, it's gonna be fine. I believe in you, okay? We can get through this. Like just calm, relaxed nerves of like, hey, you got this, man.
You got this, man. I'll knock off 3 points for your DC.
So I need 15.
You'll need a 15. One shot, one opportunity.
Do not miss the kiss.
Mom
you
spaghetti.
have to now. You're from Michigan. You have to do it.
16. Let's go.
16. There's not much chance to blow. Now we gotta sing the whole song. Opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better.
You remember, sometimes keys go the other way. And that same key that was really, really close, because it's a 16, still really, really close, you say, what if I just use that one, but turned it around? And you turn it around, you click, and you hear the door unlock. The door wiggles open, and you guys are entered into looks to be a closet. full of all your stuff. That's what was in that
Oh.
closet to begin with.
Whoa.
I'm not trying to put that in there like afterward. You find all your stuff. It was already there. Already had that idea, but you
It's in the notes.
it's in the notes. It's already there.
Phew.
You see
Let me tell you what.
all of your stuff.
These girls are effed now. Like equal opportunity lefts and rights coming out this closet.
I love it.
All right, so we're in the closet here. I guess did they notice that we did we get in?
Oh, they heard it.
Okay.
They definitely heard the door open.
Okay.
But they don't assume anything because, again, they just had guards going by. So, 50-50 shot. They have no reason to suspect that the prisoners escaped.
And I am wearing the guard's clothing and
Yep.
tied on.
It's
However,
very feminine.
You are a man.
You're a man. Just keep that in
No,
mind.
you can't tell through the armor.
You can
I mean,
Tim boy.
if you look at my
You are.
character picture,
It's like a
very
very deep
feminine, like emo hairstyle. Women don't have to have long hair. Is what I'm saying. But yeah,
It can also be
Absolutely.
flat chested. It can also be flat chested.
I mean, when's
What
the
I-
last time you got a
They're
haircut?
elves. He said hot.
What I described about the female guards was that they were hot.
Some people like A cups. Okay.
That's true.
That,
You know what?
that
Hey,
could be.
Mojo,
and some
you're
are-
right. That's on me. I'm sorry. I am sorry.
But you're
That's
biased
on
in here.
All boys are the same. Boys can like
You're-
different things.
You're
Morning
right.
now.
That's on me.
Personally, I'm kind of like a G guy. That's my,
Gee, a reasonable G cup.
YouTube, I'm sorry. Okay.
I want them to
I'm-
suffer chronic back pain. But
If they don't have a brace on, I don't want them.
I want their boob job to be able to be covered by a
Whoa. A natural G.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
that's what I mean, like
Yeah.
breast reduction.
Yes,
Oh.
correct.
so
They rolled a nat 20 when they came out. It was just
All the stats.
all the stats, all in that charisma, baby. That's what it's all in.
Doesn't even speak common, but
Okay.
I want it known I
great.
put my vest back on, but I kept the girl
that's
clothes.
awful.
Over the suit of armor or under the suit of armor?
Well, so
Do you put the
I
ugly
put the
s-
sweater back on. I put the vest over the sweater, and then everything else I kept like the guard's clothes. I'm like, oh, these
Good.
pants fit me well.
They were not wearing pants.
Oh.
The way I described it, they were wearing like a tunic. It's just like
And-
a top that goes down to the bottom, and they had like
And for some weird reason, only kicked. Which
yeah, that tracks. I'm gonna be honest. Don't
Yeah. Okay.
it tracks. Have you never seen any sort of anime where they're wearing like mini skirts and they're just like kicking straight? You're like, why would you do that? And they're like, I have so much room and flexibility to kick because I'm wearing this nice mini skirt.
Oh.
That's the suit of armor I pictured on my mind because I'm disgusting, YouTube. I'm sorry.
Suit of armor.
I'm sorry. I'm disgusting in my head. Thought it would be awesome. Also thought this session was going to go a completely different way, but here we are. So,
That's the beauty.
I love it.
So I assume we spend our turn putting on our gear and stuff.
Putting on the gear, yep.
Oh, baby. This is going to be. Well, I mean, yes, I have to take an action for that. Are we still gonna like try to sneak around this place? We do probably have to find Ert and Joe, and Darknell, I guess. Is Jared even
Clarification,
here still?
We did notice that was Elizabeth that they were taking. Okay.
You certainly did. I mean, you've seen her enough times now.
Okay.
that
Okay. Well, we might want to save our friend's side piece over there.
Oh yes, we need to leave with Elizabeth, but I can't. I'm just a little annoyed with getting kicked around.
Well, we got our stuff now, so we we should be able to, handle these. If they're as easy as the other two, we should have no problem with the rest of these guards. But here's the thing. I got my butt kicked, so I'm gonna have a pint real quick to heal myself up, and then we can get out there.
That's fair.
But yeah, I'm
Perfect.
I'm ready if you are to bust out the door and kick
Yes.
some butt.
So
Perfect. Sorry, I never look at my phone. I had 72 messages that I had to comb through in the middle of that whole conversation. So, there were so many. I'm so sorry.
We are going to
just,
save
my dad
Elizabeth.
just had surgery, like I said, and so I wanted to.
Yo,
I
no
like to
problem.
make sure,
dude.
so,
We are going to
Sure,
save
make sure
Elizabeth,
everything's
and
cool.
I drank a beer before doing so.
perfect, sweet. So you guys exit out of this thing, this room. You guys notice that these two guards or these two people have like walked out. They're like saying stuff to each other. And then when you guys walk out of the room after you guys have this like nice little like montage, you guys putting back on your clothes, fitting your armor back on. It takes you guys a little bit, You go
we have the
back
bag
out.
of holding and everything, right? Because that's
Yep.
part of Tridoc stuff. Oh, phenomenal.
If you have everything,
Do we see Darknell and Elizabeth's stuff also?
Yeah.
Okay, because we would acquire those things.
Yep.
Like all of the things that we have, they're in the now bag of holding. I'm not going to worry about the semantics of writing all that down, but I just wanted it to be known that we're looking out for our friends as well. As much as I want Darknell to have to run naked through the streets.
Perfect.
Is there anything of significance that's not our stuff that's in this room? Or anything useful?
Roll me a straight luck check, maybe.
13.
With a 13, you find 4 healing potions.
That's perfect.
That's pretty
Take it.
good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
All right. You guys walk
And
out
that
and you see
20, we would have found.
that 20. You would have found another magic item that I would have had to find out and figure out on the spot.
That would have been just. Cause...
That 20 would have really set me back a bit. I'm gonna be honest. But what'd you get off 13? 13
Yep.
feels good. Here's
13,
12
yeah,
bucks. Okay.
We'll stick with that.
Feels good. You feel good with questions? Okay, we'll move on. You go in, you see Elizabeth now strapped to this chair, this thing, and it looks like one of them is beginning to perform some sort of magic on her.
Do we? I mean, well, yeah. Once we get in the armor, Emboldening Bond is flavored as like theme music, so we're gonna keep that Emboldening Bond and roll it over. And we're Tydox is not discreet. Tydox is very annoyed, and we're coming out. And I think the first thing Tydox is gonna do is Thorn Whip the one casting magic on Elizabeth.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and pause for a second. This is supposed to be a fight for everybody, just so you know. But
I got kicked in the face.
Some of
With
y'all
shoes
didn't
on.
hear. And it's gonna look a lot different than I had it.
Supposed to be a fight for everybody. Two of our fucking people.
So what happened was
Ignore that.
somebody had to be the captain.
These
Let's
people-
not forget whose ring was found on the dead body of the king, okay? So let's not forget while we're all here. Okay.
I thought I actually wanted to say, yeah, if we got a nat 20, what would we get? Would
Us
El
falling
Redeem
down.
show up? He's
That's
in the
right-
fucking
right on top of the
El
box.
Redeem's here. Look at that. That's fucking nuts. He
That'd be
poofed into a closet.
crazy. El mean,
Uh.
I have plans for him if he never comes back. I have plans for him. Don't worry.
That would have. Wow.
Chef's kiss moment for sure. So this fight, I don't know what all you can see within this fight, but how many tokens do you see on here? Let's just clarify.
I see
see
3.
On the
Well,
table.
I mean, I see 2 of us,
2 and
Yeah.
then us
Idox,
3.
Two and
Raven, and then we have a one with a little green thing, a blue thing, and yeah.
Yeah.
One's,
Okay.
I mean, this one says
The
Captain.
little gray one you see is Elizabeth. Doesn't she look super hot? I generated that myself.
Ooh.
Which
Wait,
one, the
wait,
redhead?
That's the brown,
Mhm.
brown
Yeah.
one.
She's the one with the brown, the one that matches your guys' the
Okay.
same tokens.
Gotcha.
Makes sense.
I worked
Gotcha,
really hard on
gotcha.
that. It looks really nice. I didn't draw it by any means. Thank you, ChatGPT, for. But I
You're
worked
like
really hard.
sexy
'Cause
redheaded elf.
there was like 100 that popped up. It took me like 30 minutes.
No, really? For
He's
sexy
like,
redheaded elf, and there was just
30
such
minutes.
a load of
just-
options. That's crazy.
I had to go through all that. Raven
Yeah.
and Tydox, go ahead and roll me an initiative.
Aww.
11.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it. 16.
16. You get to go first, man.
Fuck yeah!
For those of you who are not here, I'm sorry.
For those of you
You were supposed
fell
to be
down the
here.
hole.
This is not on you. This is on. It's not on me. This is on you.
Excuse me? Okay. What?
I was gonna give
Maybe
you guys.
Jeffrey. Don't worry, Jeffrey can show up. He can still make it.
Oh, it's true. He's got a point. Jeffrey's just.
Yeah, maybe. He might
Get some NPC
say
help.
there's something else with Jeffrey that I also forgot. Oh no, he lasts for an hour.
Yeah, but he also only lasts for 60 feet.
That's the thing that I remembered was the 60 feet, and then I was like, oh, let's see how long he lasts. Also, because he's way out of 60 feet.
He just becomes sentient at this point, man. I'm just saying. Jared's become his own person.
This is gonna be such a weird fight that you guys are not a part of. That I had fully planned on you guys being a part of.
Remember that one thing
We
you
are
also planned,
chaos.
and then somebody pulled out a sword and said, "Tap tap, open, please."
Remember
"All right,
Mirage
well,
Island? Yeah. Remember Mirage Island? Yeah, we're figuring that one out too. I am the captain.
You are a menace.
I love it, dude. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it.
This is how you make it fun for your DM too, by keeping them guessing.
Gotta keep 'em on toes.
No story either because we see
Yeah.
using it.
Exactly.
I had
The
way
only-
different things planned. Okay.
The only way to get things done is to railroad us, and then even then we're like, but did you know?
You're like,
or
so see what
I
happened
can
was.
fight my person.
I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love the moment. Just a quick pause, okay, for Raven. I know you have a curfew. We're getting close on time. This fight will be longer than that. I will tell you. Are you cool, or should I do their scene again, and then we'll end it in 20 minutes?
He's thinking, he's pondering.
The fight will
like
take
a-
longer than that. There's a lot to this, so
It would give us time to actually join up into your fight. One last chance to try and join up to the fight.
Or will it?
We'll probably not be able to join the fight, but things will happen either way.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
say,
gonna have to now shift it.
Let's do their
Start with-
scene and then wrap it up for
Okay.
tonight.
We'll wrap it up there. So this is what you guys would have seen if we did that.
If we did what?
If you were
we did the
there.
fight.
Oh, okay.
Show and or you guys begin to fall and fall and fall. You both take.
Wait.
Why do we
Wait,
have
wait.
to fall? We don't have
Yeah.
any time.
We don't have actions.
In magic, throwing ring spear.
Yeah. I got actions. We're both quick-witted. We know things. We can do things. How long is this fall?
It's a while, but
Okay, so then,
I'll give you 2 turns.
perfect. That's all I needed.
Okay, 2
That's a
turns.
long
each.
ass fall. You
I-
better hope you can figure some shit out.
Oh, I got it. I'm ready.
I also described what's at the bottom of this pit. So
Yep.
2 turns as you fall and descend. Okay.
I'm
Roll
ready.
initiative is PvP. Okay, because you guys are fighting in the air. There's objects. Okay, I'm gonna set some ground rules. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
PvP.
Okay.
Okay, the bottom will kill you. Okay,
Yeah.
one of you at least will die. Okay, if you fall and die. Okay, you have 2 turns. Okay, to either stop the fall, catch yourselves, help each other, survive in some way. Okay, Jared, you also have 2 turns to help in some way as these 2 maniacs fall to their death. Okay, but the stakes of this combat, okay, is that you guys are either fighting each other, you're fighting the problem to try to escape and get out, but one of you will die if you fall in the pit. One, if not both of you. Okay, so if you don't do anything that I find is satisfying by the end of these 2 sessions, two turns, or a way to get more turns, more time, I might offer that as well, depending on it. One of you will die. Okay, everyone
Yes.
cool?
Yeah, I'm cool.
You guys understand?
I'm ready.
Okay, roll initiative. All 3.
That's just a nat 20, right?
21.
No. 5.
Oh shit.
5.
I could have tried to
on.
catch him.
No, you're good.
16.
16. So, Show, you get to go first. Ert, you're second. And then Jared, you are third.
Shell with his ring of Dropnir, he how wide and long is the cavern, or the pit? Like if like
The tunnel itself is pretty big.
mhm. Not like the depths, but like the actual like width. I
yeah.
guess.
That's what I'm saying. The width of the tunnel itself is probably right about 12 feet. It was enough for all 3 of you guys to comfortably walk next to each other, but it is long enough, barely, to stab your spear.
Drop near.
That's what I want to do. Is basically deploy Dropnir and either get it stuck or jab it into the side without releasing it, still in my hands, and to hang on
Okay.
onto it.
Perfect. So you do that. Roll a to hit. It's not very high, so
18 plus 9, so 27.
Oh, shit.
you have to roll because a 1, 2, or 3 would have failed. So you stab into the wall. You're able to catch yourself. Ert, you're up.
Out of just curiosity, so if Show falls from where he's at right now, would he die? If we touch this pit, we die, right?
Yep.
If we just touch it, we die, or is it the fall that kills us?
It is the fall and what's at the bottom.
Okay.
Remember, I described the bottom has spikes and skulls.
Oh, it
and
has
other
it has
stuff.
spike. I thought I just saw skulls.
Bones.
Okay. Okay.
So with the
So-
rules in D&D 5e, you take 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet you fall. Okay, with a max of 20d6.
Okay.
How far do I fall in one turn, you say? Because I have 2 turns. 500 feet!
Yeah, that's nothing. We're
Oh
fine.
yeah, I
Jesus
can't.
Christ.
I can't do anything to save you guys.
I've stretched it a little bit because I did tell them that it is far enough for them to see, but it is a
Right.
very, very deep hole. It is not
Uh-huh.
like I told you could see at the bottom of it, but like just barely, you know.
Eek.
Okay. So then, would I have two things I can try. One is, I don't know if this is gonna do shit, but I'm gonna try it. I want to blow the squirt whistle.
Oh my god!
I'm just wondering. Imagine if this turtle just goes crazy and busts through and sees. That's one I'm gonna do. I don't know if that counts as a turn or,
That
but I'm
counts-
doing it.
Certainly counts as a turn.
I'm doing
So I
it.
start falling, and I decide to pull out this daffodil I've had since round one,
I'm-
and I say, "He'll save me. He'll save me not. He'll save
I'm
me."
doing it.
And I decide that's the best use of my time.
Don't worry.
Roll a straight luck check. We're
No.
rolling these a lot.
Should I roll it in D&D or just on my hands?
You can roll it on your hands. It's fine.
Okay. Fuck.
Oh my god!
He says he has a plan, and then that's his plan.
No, I got a different one. Trust.
Got an outline of a plan.
I got a 12.
Good. Nothing happens.
Turtles.
Okay. That was worth a shot. I was like, it was worth a shot.
That was your. That's one of 2 turns. Just keep that in mind.
Perfect. I'm okay with that. That's all I needed.
I want
Jared?
to.
Oh boy. How far down is Ert
Uh,
at this point?
pretty far within 30 feet, though.
30 feet. I'm looking at the things that I have that are 30 feet. I can make a spawn a bunch of food and try and cushion your fall. Like spawn a bunch of potatoes and have them fall on the spikes. It's 30 feet. And it's too far away from magic circle. I could stab him with the ghost sword, ghost knife,
Good.
hit him against the wall. I mean, there's not a lot you could do to help someone who's falling down a pit.
Hey, this is y'all's bed.
I'm ready.
I describe. You have consequences.
Weird.
You were not the person I thought was gonna die this episode. Just so you know.
The title for next week's episode: The Adventures of Raven and Tydox.
Yeah, right. My God.
It's the ultimate. It's the ultimate team attack. You can. Gonna attack himself.
God, that's so funny.
I really don't know if we can do anything here. 30 feet. I can't even. I can't even give him like resistance
I think
to piercing.
I'm gonna peek at the.
I'm really trying to find anything here.
If you can't, don't worry about it. Like I said, that was just plan number 1. I got a second plan. I was
Fucking
ready.
plan.
I
It
was
not a
ready.
plan.
The squirt whistle was a plan.
Shenanigans. Shenanigans number 1. Fucking.
Just keep in
Oh,
mind.
shit, go.
I also gave you guys multiple options to like not do this.
Not
Okay.
be in this situation.
I don't keep in mind also. I love this. I think this is amazing. This is such a great story moment. I'm so sad. So keep going.
I'm ready.
You know what? I've made up my mind. Where is it? Let me find the.
Fucking just.
I'm gonna cast a funeral rite.
So I was gonna say he's just gonna immediately start ceremony. Fucking-
Yeah. That's exactly. I'm gonna prepare to do a funeral rite. Even-
Amazing.
You know what? Eric will be missed.
So funny. Jared
It does
essentially-
nothing. He's not
Jared,
even in rage.
Jared essentially does nothing except for
You
waste his
touch
spell
one.
slot.
You touch one corpse for the next 7 days. The target cannot be undead by any means short of a wish spell. But for flavor text, he basically writes him off. Fucking bye.
Yeah.
Here's
Jared,
2 for the ferryman.
I fucking love that move.
Your
Okay.
corpse, your corpse will be fine for the next 7 days.
Show. You have
I
caught...
won't even be able to res you if you die. I can't
Fine.
reach you.
Fine. Don't worry. I've got a plan.
So far.
I've got a plan. My shenanigan was plan 1, but number 2 is gonna work.
Show, you have caught yourself from this. You're a little bit further down the path, but you've caught yourself. What do you do?
Mm. What would Show do?
Yep.
Show is angry. Show's in a rage, actually.
I've assumed you've been in a rage this whole time, so
And so
counted it.
Show's in a rage, and I don't think he would try to save her.
He's gonna
So-
go after Ert.
Well, that's what my
Finish
other
it.
thought was that he would.
I was like,
It's
what? I
either
don't
that
know.
He would either like climb on top of the spear and jump out, essentially like using it as a springboard to jump out and then recall it, or he would
Go
he would-
after her?
like deploy the
Finish the job.
spear
Like-
and like grab him because he's gonna try and finish him himself. So that's my thoughts, but I don't know if I
Oh.
could catch up to Ert. Like if I were to put the spear, like return the spear, and then like dive bomb, could I catch up to Ert while he's free falling?
I've been going to this way too much today.
Hmm.
It's a little cop out, so give me a luck roll on this as well. Okay? Because it'll tell me whether or not it is feasible. Ert is falling faster, however, you can kind of like gymnastics,
Propel, like.
propel straight through.
Well,
A
because show us the.
13.
My DC, I'm not even gonna lie, was a 12 in my head because I figured it'd be a good idea. 13, you're able to, if that is what you want to do, you're able to do either of those options. I'll tell you that. And you choose whatever you want to happen.
You could. Oh, if you want, you could roll the dice. If it's like
I'm
one
gonna,
through.
yeah, we're gonna.
Like
I
50,
think
50?
I think
Yeah.
Show's on the teetering.
50-50? Is that what you want to
Yeah.
do?
So I'm
Roll
gonna do a
a
1 and a
D.
2, or I can do each
Do
evens and
do
odds.
a even in odds, a D100.
D100, okay, and then odds are going after Ert, and evens are
is saves
state.
yourself.
Yeah. It's odds.
Does that mean you're coming after me?
47.
So,
So I think, and I'll just describe what I think I want to do, and you let me know what I need to roll or whatever. So I think Show kind of like like uneven bars in gymnastics. He like
Yes.
stabs it in, and then he like runs back around, and then he uses his velocity basically to like shoot down at Ert, and he deploys this, undoes the seer, and then he still wants it though because he's going to like go around her and then redeploy it essentially, like to stop both of their falls, because Show wants to like fight him basically. I don't know if that's allowed, but that's what I would like to try to do.
you like to fight him on top of the spear itself?
No, I think I'm gonna stop it for a moment, and then I might try to. I basically want to talk to him like on the spear, but I might fight him or I might let him go, I guess.
Just like the fucking. Never mind. You do it.
Ert, you have one attack as you see Show is barreling at you. You have
Technically, I
one
should have 2 attacks, right?
You have one action at this point. Well,
But,
you have 2
'cause my-
attacks, yes.
Because what I want to do
You have
is
one action, 2
Mhm.
attacks. Yeah.
because I don't think right now Ert's not. Obviously, he's angry at Show, but I don't think he's focused solely on fighting Show. He's more focused on stopping his fall. So
And saving Elizabeth too.
and
Which is...
saving Liz, yeah, okay, yeah, her, the redhead, of course. And
we can change it. I just
no,
like
it's
redheads.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's just, and so I think, seeing that Captain Ert is gonna do thunderous smite below him to, because it's the, I don't know if I can do this, but let me know, because I think what Captain Ert's gonna do is gonna attack the, propel him. It's probably gonna suit him diagonally, because if it can be pushed 10 feet away from you or knocked prone to try and slow down his momentum and use thunderous smite against the wall to basically prevent him to build up some momentum. Can I do that?
Mm, I don't know if it would work the way that you really want it to work. It definitely wouldn't slow you down. It would mainly just push you into the wall, and then you would just hit the wall and then start slowing down. Like you would hit the wall and then just like continue
Which is
free fall.
which is perfect. I'm not using it to, because here's my second idea. Because I have that, I use Thunderous Smite to basically boost me just to slow my momentum. And then I want to use my Ice Breath against the wall to make a catch. Because I already used it, we've already put it in this lore that I've used it to seal a wall. Which means, and so basically I'd use it, propel, and shoot it right below me, and just to catch almost like a Frozone level slide. And obviously I can still stop the wall, but see how cool that would be?
That
You
would be.
could always just stab the wall. It worked for show.
Yeah, that's boring.
I will tell. No, that's a great idea. So you
Because
do.
it's already been canonized that I can use it to seal things.
You do. Yeah. You do. But remember, when was it used to seal things? Outdoors in the winter. So your ice helped a lot more because it was cold. But keep in mind,
This is a life and death situation. Ert's
life and
fucking,
death
he's
situation.
going.
Incredible use of your
Because I
abilities.
burned basically two.
Yep.
I burned two abilities to be able to save myself.
Yep. So what happens? You use your thunderous smite to kind of push you up against the wall to give you enough time to look down below you and freeze the bottom enough to
Because I'm
open up
assuming
the
Ert
wall.
would still be kind of like clawing and.
You're flying down, yeah. So you're holding enough to kind of like slow-ish your momentum, and you're able to kind of like freeze a solid platform. Okay, Jared, do you want to do anything else, or I'm going to go straight to show?
And this
I
is
mean,
where it got
they're
messy.
out of range. They're out of range at this point.
Okay, they're 60 feet, so anything lesser or more.
Yeah, I mean, if I couldn't do anything at 30 feet, I can't do anything at 60 feet.
Jared's
He
Jared's
just
like,
performs
well, if the
funeral
fucking-
rites
know.
on show as well.
Yeah.
Nah, he's just like, if the spikes didn't kill Earth, Show is fucking this guy up. So either way, he's pretty fucked.
Show,
This is phenomenal.
you dive into Ert. Okay, you can roll to hit. Ert, and then you will also be on this platform.
By the way, I don't have a shield, so I'm only have an armor class of 14.
14.
19.
Yeah.
Either way.
Well, it doesn't matter anyways.
Because it fucking mattered.
So
Shows
you-
a bullet right now.
You dive bomb into him. You actually do double damage to what it is because you're going at Mach speeds. So roll your like punch, or if you're using your drop spear, whatever that is, roll it as if you hit a critical.
Okay.
And if you were to hit a critical, it would have been double that as well. So it would've been
Show
4
is
times.
like he doesn't have the spear out because he's gonna try to deploy the spear like afterwards. So it would just be hitting him with like his
Fist.
unarmed fist. So
So roll 2d4 plus 4.
Is it just like
I
fucking
got
clothesline and
Yeah.
it's only 7 damage. So.
fucking slam around?
Is that doubled,
him
though?
in
So it'd be
You
No,
rolled
14,
that
right?
was that was the 2d4. So that was. Oh, I guess it's
7 plus
it-
4 is 11.
Yeah, 11. Yeah.
Oh, so it does 11 damage?
Yeah.
That's it? Y'all's weak.
And Show uses the Draupnir spear.
Okay, you guys feel this ice underneath you is difficult terrain, meaning that even for you, Ert, it's a little slippery. So you guys have half your movement, which doesn't really matter because you guys are like within.
It's like life and death.
Yeah. However, you guys feel this ice is not solid. You have now extended your turns to 3. Okay, so you have 3 more turns to do whatever you want. The ice breaks, and you guys both fall to your death. The order is the same. Show got to hit you, Ert. Okay, but it goes back to Show's turn. Okay, so it's now Show, Ert, Show, Ert, Show, Ert. There's 6 turns total to fight, accomplish, get out, make up, do whatever you want. Okay, and somehow figure out a way to climb up. Or the ice breaks and you guys die. Everyone cool? Everyone know the thing?
No, it's stressful as fuck, and I'm not even there.
How far? Because this is 500 feet, right?
Well, no, but because he was 60
Yeah, I
feet.
thought we
He
were-
said 60
we're
feet from the
60.
top.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
because
60 feet from the top. Okay, that's
Yeah,
better,
technically,
yeah.
rules is written. It would be 500 feet a turn, but it
Rules,
doesn't matter because he's
it's
changed.
about
But we need
500
to make sure
feet.
Jared has a show. He has
Okay,
to
gotcha.
show
Yeah,
us.
Yeah,
his turn.
right.
Okay, so we're about
Really
60
see it.
feet. Okay, gotcha.
Jared
In a
can't bring himself
normal
upstairs
D&D,
gambling.
it's 500 feet per turn.
Okay.
And so it's not 500 feet. It'd be insane. But
Maybe
to
like
give
120.
this
or
sword
something.
flare dramatic, it's like probably 250
Okay.
feet down. Enough for you guys to kind of see the bottom, but not
Okay.
enough to it. And there's like torches and stuff here, so like it's not like it's not
Yeah.
lit.
We can
Uh,
see. You just see that's a big
yeah.
old hole.
So did I like smack into her? I guess like am I like okay? So I think Show immediately goes for a grapple. And I think he goes for a grapple. And he like trying to think what he would say. He's like, that was a pretty nasty tail swipe you got there, you lizard man. And I think he just tries to like stuff down his like face into basically the ice.
All right, so you got a grapple. You're gonna need to roll in athletics.
Okay.
Ert, you'll need to roll, and this won't count as your turn, but you'll need to roll. This will count as your turn, Shell, but it won't count as your turn, Ert. Roll a. You're gonna either, if you want to grapple as well, you can roll in athletics to try to like counter grapple. You can roll in acrobatics to try to escape it. Okay.
Can
I
I-
got a 14.
And what you need to beat is a 14.
So what do I roll? Just like an acrobatics or athletics to just break out of it, or prevent
So,
myself from being grappled? Is that what it
On
is?
athletics, if you tie, you
Uh-huh.
guys are in a stalemate. If you
'Kay.
beat him, you have the chance to grapple him. If you lose, or if you go less than it, he grapples you. If you roll in acrobatics, you try to avoid the hit entirely.
I'm gonna do. I just want to prevent myself from being grappled. I don't think Ert's gonna try and grapple.
Okay.
Let me see.
You have the chance. It doesn't mean it's guaranteed. You just have a
Yeah.
chance.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out. I think, and then you can tell me. Okay, so I think what Captain Ert would do, noticing that he just got clotheslined by Sho going Mach speed, and then knowing that our precarious situation, because Sho I think is visibly pissed, and it's.
Oh.
I think. Yeah.
Oh, is he?
He might be angry. He
What
might
was
be
your
mad.
first fucking clue?
But
He
I
doesn't
think-
know why. He doesn't know why he's angry.
but Captain
you
Ert
said.
also knowing like
Oh,
We-
also, sorry.
what's up?
The DC might be a little higher. Show you can. I forgot you're raged. Roll this again.
No, it's still 14.
Then I think I'm just going to, if Show's coming after me, or no, is Show coming after me or on top of me?
Yep,
I'm on
he is
top of
in.
you.
He's
Okay.
in the
Or trying to
midst
get on
of.
top.
Okay, then I'm just gonna, all Captain Nerd's gonna do is just try and just shove Show off and
Roll
not
the
like.
athletics or the acrobatics, boy.
I
Stop
just didn't
trying
know-
to get out of it.
I just didn't know what I was supposed to
Grappling
roll.
you.
Okay,
So-
well I got 9, so.
A 9 on the dice.
No, 5 on the
Total.
dice plus 4, yeah, so 9.
So you are grappled.
Okay.
Okay.
It didn't
You
work.
can. Yeah. So you can. It doesn't count as your turn. That wasn't
Mhm.
your turn. You're now grappled, meaning you cannot move. You have to do a like strength check or something to try to like break out of it, or try to figure out a way to kind of like move. You can still attack with your sword or anything like that, but to like kind of get out of the grapple, you'll have to like if you want to move, for example, you'd have to beat another check, which Show would then have to roll,
Mhm.
and then but you can certainly attack without having to roll the strength check. You would still just be grappled.
Okay. Then
PvP, so much fun, dude. I love it.
then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break out of the grapple,
Okay.
and then so I just roll like a straight strength,
Yep. Little strength
Okay.
check.
and then
Show.
11 plus 4, 15.
Okay, Show. You can roll your athletics at advantage because you're raged, and you have to beat a 15 to maintain the grapple.
24.
Show.
Don't you have
is
another one?
pissed.
Can't you do it again?
Yeah,
Advantage.
see,
That was the
See,
advantage.
so I was like, see if you can get higher than just in
Just in
case.
case.
The other one was a 21. That was 24.
Okay.
21.
24. You are still grappled, meaning you cannot move.
Okay.
But you can still attack.
But I can still attack. Then,
Yeah, you guys are kind of rolling around on this ice. As things at this point, you guys both hear. I mean, you're in the midst of battle, but you both feel this ice is not stable.
yeah. Then can I use command on Show?
Mhm.
And my command would just be stop.
Okay.
Because that's be one word, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Show doesn't have a very high wisdom score, so a wisdom saving throw from Show, needing to beat a 14.
Natural 1.
Oh my god!
So for a -1, nothing happens at the natural one outside of you just failing immensely. You stop immediately your grapple. However, that is your turn.
Yeah.
Show you're back up. You're no longer grappling. You stop. Okay, the grapple. You can still attack, move, do anything like that. Outside of that.
You're a coward trying to make me use trickery like that to get out of that. You knew strength couldn't beat me. And then I think Sheldon kind of stops for a minute and he's just like, we're in this mess because of you. I will never accept you as our leader. And you're doing a bad job at it. He says, I have been trying my best because I'm apparently the only one who actually cares about us finding these stupid things. I'm the only one who actually wants to apparently live in this place. Don't you have anything you ever want to return to? No, because we don't know anything about you. And I think he's just starts screaming basically at Art.
Perfect. Do you use an action or anything?
Mm,
It's a free action to cry. It's also a free action to scream as well.
It's a free action to cry.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, if it's free.
I think Shell just looks up at what's in front of him, and I think he just kind of gives up. Yeah.
Okay. So you see, Show kind of shows a little emotion and yells at you're up.
Jared would like to
com-
use his reaction to cry. Cry that.
Jared,
Like, oh, get out of here
They're
now.
both dead. They're both dead, and he's just like not even looking.
Cry that. Cry about how the heck he's gonna get out of it. He doesn't even remember the way back.
yeah, he didn't run on the way back. Oh god, you're like right next to the exit
It's
too, which is
just
so.
left, Jared. It's literally just go backwards.
He also was thrown over the pit, so he's
Yeah.
just already fucked. Don't worry, your exit's over there. You're up.
Okay. I'll also cry. No. Imagine this big old dragon. We're in this mess because of me, and we're gonna get out of this mess because of me. I have nowhere to go. The king was the only person I actually cared about, and he's dead now. You think I would have killed him? No, he was my everything. I loved that man. I would have protected him for everything, and I don't need some twerp like you coming after me. We will continue this fight, but the first thing we have to do is get out of here now. Clean yourself up, quit crying, and let's figure this out.
Crying. I'm not crying. I was screaming. And Show just fucking he doesn't like talk to her anymore, and he just starts climbing out himself. Like he has the spear of Dropmere, and he just fucking starts like hammering, like climbing his way back up below.
You also have
He's like, get yourself out.
you also have your boots of spring.
Oh, yeah.
too.
I just launch myself.
Alright. So, you are now here by yourself on your ice pile. The ice is beginning to
Melting.
melt and to break. You see a crack kind of appear, especially after Show,
Yeah, came on
forcefully,
by.
well, came by, but also forcefully like jumped out of the pit. Show you leap, you can leap high enough because it doubles your thing. You leap high enough to now
Okay.
land in front of Jared.
Don't
So
worry,
sh-
Jared. I'm back. I'm sure you missed me, but I'm here. Get back.
Jared is crying, sobbing in his little pile right here. You have 2 turns to figure out how to get out of this.
Well, you already said there's like torches in the
Mhm.
wall. I can't imagine. Obviously I might not be enough to grab them, but Count Mert's still a big old metal dragon. I can't imagine why he wouldn't be able to use his claws to grab on the torches and kind of assist and get himself out. Can I?
You can. I established also when you jump too that it was like wet and slippery.
Yeah.
It's moist in this area. It's at the bottom of a,
Yeah.
thing.
I do. I mean, I don't know, because I do have like my sword, which I don't know if it might be too big to kind of dig in there, but
You can certainly climb with your claws.
Uh-huh.
It's not gonna be easy by any means.
Yeah.
And it's 60 feet.
Yeah.
That's what we established. So let's find something that's a fair ruling. Athletics is the ability to climb.
Mhm.
Check.
Okay. I don't want anyone to die desperately, so keep that in mind.
Oh, well, the thing is, I don't know. Well, I'll wait to hear whatever you say.
You can, if you want to convince me otherwise, keep going.
No.
but-
I don't think I have anything on me besides an actual. I mean, besides the torch to dry the lamp, but I don't think that would really do anything. It's moist. So the only thing I was gonna say is I could bless myself while I'm.
You can bless yourself to give you more. What's your pep talk? How do you tell yourself? Because it will affect this roll.
Is that how it works?
Mhm.
Bless,
Bla-
just
Bless
you
is
bless-
like you basically give like a blessing or some sort of, voice command. A lot of people you
Because
use
it's
material
just-
component like holy water, so you like
Yeah.
sprinkle holy water into the air.
Yeah, it just says sprinkle of holy water. It doesn't say I need to speak anything. I could just bless myself.
The V component
Mm-hmm.
is
Verbal.
voice. verbal.
Oh, components. What is the S?
Somatic.
Somatic,
What's that?
meaning like a hand gesture or something like that. Movement of some kind. You need your hands to be able to do it. Material means
Yeah, the sprinkle of holy water would be.
yeah. So, but for flavor, also
Okay.
because I think it's a really good moment. Um, you're still going to be able to bless yourself,
Mhm.
and so you'll get a D4 extra to this roll.
Mhm.
Okay, you're going to have 2 rolls.
Okay.
Okay, so you can bless yourself on one of them,
Okay.
and depending on how well you do on the first roll, will determine the DC of the second one. Okay,
Okay.
first one's going to be pretty high. It's gonna
Okay.
be higher. Okay, at that 18 mark.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you hit the 18, then it'll lower the DC to a 15. Actually, it'll be 18. It'll be 12.
Okay.
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 If you don't hit it, okay, doesn't mean that you automatically die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay? But does mean you begin to fall again.
Okay.
Okay. And when you fall, I'll give you one more chance for anybody to try to help you, or you will fall and die. Okay.
Okay.
Everyone got it.
I think so. Yeah. So
Or-
now I just. Okay.
Roll an athletics.
Okay.
I kind of think it's more dramatic to roll it on D&D Beyond. However,
I can do
D&D
that.
Beyond
It's-
sucks a little bit more.
I,
But
my dice rolls have been shit, so I'm okay with whatever.
You
We want to do
roll it-
D&D Beyond so everyone can see it.
Yeah.
Hate D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
So roll an athletics check. Let's do this, Captain Mert. Get me out of this fucking hole. Oh, I just got a nat 20.
this is why we roll it on D&D Beyond. With a natural
Sounds
20.
You
disappointing.
wouldn't believe it.
Your grit and your determination, your anger that has fulfilled you because of Show slighting you, because Show has no idea the sacrifices you've made, the work that you've put in to be there, the losses that you've had. No one here understands that except for you. Because of that ferocity in your soul, that dragon fire that begins to melt into point, you begin to drag yourself bit by bit by bit as you climb up.
That's kind of crazy, actually. There's no way I would have gotten a nat 20.
Bonkers.
Way more fun that way. Sorry, I had to sneeze, but you climb all the way up.
Now I'm pretty sure I climb on the. Well, I'm on the opposite side of Show, right? Because
Yep.
when I did my
You're-
Thunder Smite, we're both on the opposite ends.
You're on the opposite side of the pit itself from Show and
Uh-huh.
from Jared. Jared and Show, you see Ert has climbed up. This side. You stare at each other. And that is where we'll end the session. As both of you guys have safely gotten up to the top. Thank you guys so much for joining us. God, my heart is beating. I hope this is too.
That was the real fight.
That was
That
crazy.
is the real fight. We will see you guys next time. See you guys.
Bye bye.